Ladies
and gentlemen, welcome to yet another day of the PCM World Cup 2023. No tomorrows because this is the final day. We are here gathered for the last day of competition, inline solo final. No more tomorrows, no more chances. This is the final shot for gold for 6 gladiators. And we will begin to introduce them, but before that, I'm joined by Emir the 90th, successor of Emir the 89th, and Doggo. Hi guys.
Hello.
We'll also have former solo and current team world champion Swaxton joining us soon. Doggo, are you hyped for Inline? It's the final day, final race.
Yeah, I didn't, I'm not so good at inline, so that's why I'm not playing, of course. But like I say, the coach doesn't play because, he needs to coach the players. And today we are commentating.
Right. I agree. That's also why I'm not there, because obviously
That's why coaches don't play.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they need to give the advice to the younger ones,
I completely agree. I'm also coaching Joe Wiley, for example, on the Ibra.
Yeah.
And speaking of final, our gladiators for the final event of the evening are Leo Falandri from France, Hush from France, Ibra from France, Miru from Spain, Il Grandissimo Frabo from Italia, and of course our UK homeboy for me, of course, because I'm PCM UK, Joe Whiteley. Joining us is also former solo world champion and current team world champion Swagston. Welcome, Swags.
Good evening.
So there's multiple world champions in this room, and then there's Doggo. How does it feel, Swaxton?
Very good. Yeah, Doggo's just like that one contestant. That's literally like
Strontiac.
Tiny.
champion. Oh, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, there's Lemea has won championships.
champion as well.
There's won solo team championships. There's even the big dog has won championships, and then there's Lago.
What did you win?
Multiple world championships, 3 this time in teams.
No, but without teams, because I have won teams as well.
We're talking
Also
about teams.
teams.
Imagine if Lemea was world champion of solo. That was like 20 years ago. Nah, that doesn't count.
Did you even have anything 20 years ago?
I'm not sure. Maybe
I'm
2005.
going to be DMing me right now, so...
No, I'm
It's
sure
like,
Emma is going to tell me. I'm sure that Emma is going to tell me in which year this started. I don't remember. I'm sure I was alive. I know I was. I'm sure, but and I already played solo. I know I played all of these, which is very disturbing to think that I played. I had them. I played like once or twice. Some of them I was a kid. But yeah, I probably already played this shit in solo. Just wasn't good at it. I remember the first game I had. I don't remember even, probably the first one. I was learning the shit with my first 1 or 2 races, and I was wondering why my riders wouldn't keep up with the AI when I was just maintaining position. So my career as incapable was already starting there.
Incapable.
Flags, are you hyped for this final? We have 2 PCM UK members. We have 3 French, which I don't remember exactly which community they are. I mean, Leo is Dumardi. I'm not sure about Hush.
And even PCM UK,
Well, yeah. You got Lisa Mofrabo and me, our PCM Spain. Okay, Swags actually helping me out here. Thank you, because I didn't remember Hush for Skype. So Hush Skype, Leo Dumardi, Miro and Galissimo Frabo are PCM Spain, and Joe Whiteley and Lieber are Mighty PCM UK. Guys, who are your favorites?
Joe.
Doggo?
Ibra.
I'm gonna go with you guys already picked Joe and Ibra.
You can't pick. You're not going to pick PCM UK, aren't you?
Well, I can now because you guys screwed me. Well, I can obviously, but just to make it different, I'm gonna say my prediction: Leo Falandri doesn't win gold.
Oh no, he does.
That wouldn't be anything for you then.
I don't know. I mean, I think Leo has a good shot here is one of the favorites for sure. I'm putting my money in Joe Whiteley as well. I would say that the top 3 for this competition, I would say Joe Whiteley, Leo Falandri, and normally we would pick maybe a Hush or a Miru, but I also think that Ibra can surprise here, so I'm going to put money in him for top 3. But my overall favorite, for me personally, I would still think Joe Whiteley has a good shot here. But then again, it's a very stacked lobby, some good names here.
Indeed, as yes, they're just opening the lobby behaving. Good.
All right, we're waiting for image of EMEA the 90th, actually successor of 89th. The 89th and the 90th were then succeeded by EMEA the 90th.5, also known as Aquarius, Carlos for his friends. And then we're back to the start with EMEA the 90th. Okay, we go to parkour slide, which I can't see because my Twitch isn't working. So if someone could stream Twitch for me while EMEA does Discord, it would be lovely.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I would like to remind our many four viewers at this point. Many. That's the climbs in the final stage were downgraded to Cat 1. So from HC to Cat 1 to better adjust the point system and maintain the integrity of the competition according to EMEA the 90th. Which is true, because we actually discussed that, and ended up being the final decision we had as org. I'm still hoping that we ban someone else before the server starts going empty, but I still believe it's possible.
How have we hardly banned anyone? How
Technically, you can ban me, but I'll explain that after.
What are you going to do
Championship.
afterwards?
I'll
good.
tell you after. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after.
This can't be good. I like it. So, battle of tonight. We have. Guys, to put this in context for our now 10 viewers, so starting to be many soon, I hope. Battles of the evening. We have, first of all, 6 guys fighting for inline gold medal, obviously, but then we also have road solo overall, Joe versus Leo. Whoever performs better out of these two in the final wins road solo overall. We also have track plus road overall, I think. Joe versus Liu versus Miru. So if Joe wins inline, he has it. Otherwise, it's more complicated. So I guess Leo is leading. Yes, he is. So he probably only depends on himself. Yeah. Start points are Leo leading with 1,690.7 points. I don't know why the 0.7, but we have decimal, I guess. Then goes to his second 1,588.2. Joe Politely is third, 1,573.4. Right behind Ghosty. And Miru is a bit far behind, 1,380.9, but still within reach. So this is the starting position. And then we'll have solo plus team overall, but I don't know. I really don't know how that is, but I hope that the UK is also snatching that or still has a chance, because I want gold. And I don't want to work that much for it.
Yeah, because you're a lazy prick.
Well, yes. Sorry. Alright, so, guys, we have multiple battles here. We have Leo and Joe directly fighting for overall. Whoever wins whoever does better, not actually win. Oh. Wait. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We have overall corrected. I don't know what Emma was showing me before, but I take no responsibility. Okay. Overall, I was saying above. I was saying the overall. So, road overall is closer. It's Leo Falandri 1227, Ghosty 1173. I don't know how Ghosty is in second in road overall. Please tell me this is wrong. Okay. This is road plus track. The other one was road. Man, just explain things as normal. What am I looking at? Like, this is overall, and then this is overall plus track. That's the same shit. Okay. Okay, road solo. There we go. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Finally, this makes sense because this I remember having watched seen yet. Road solo is actually the close one. There we go. Leo Falandri 973 points. Second place is Joe Whiteley 940, separated by 33 points. These two, any of them has a chance to win, regardless of what they do in the final, as long as they do better than the other. Third place, from a far distance and no longer scores in this event, is Hulikul, so he's out from the fight, with 842. So whoever does best between Leo and Joe wins. Then overall solo, still also close, but with a bit more complicated match. So it's mainly between Leo and Joe. Miru, however, is still in the fight, depending on certain circumstances. There's a lot more nuances here, so it's not as easy to explain. But Leo Falandri is leading with 1,227 points. Right behind is the Ghost Man, also not racing, so he cannot win. 1173 points. Third place is Joe Whiteley, close still to Leo, less than 100 points. He has 1,141. And then Miru Fort, also participating, also has a chance to win with 1,095. Then fifth, Vino, Huli Cool, Shadow, Alter, Goga, and Freiber closing the top 10. Okay. And then the overall, which is team plus road, is being. Wait, no. Is it this third one? Solo plus team. Yes, okay, so I was correct. The third one is solo plus team, which is Leo Falandri leading 690.7, then Ghosty 1588.2, and then Joe Whiteley 1573.4. Miru is fourth with 1380.9, so I guess also between Joe and Leo, and still less than 100 points as well. Not sure if Miru still has a shot, but at least Leo and Joe guaranteed on the fight for solo plus team. So one of these can still take gold. Again, Leo Falandri only needs to outperform Joe in this one. Joe probably needs to win for sure, or at least to perform better than Leo. So there's a lot of battles, guys, but mainly there's a lot of Joe versus Leo. Who's going to be the best here in your opinion?
Leo.
Well, I backed Joe to win, so maybe.
Hey.
Leo. He's gonna win.
Okay. Doggo says Leo. I say Joe. Swagson says Joe. Probably going to be none of them. And going to be Miru.
It probably will be now, actually.
Now that we think about it, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
All right. Never count the Spanish's luck. That's all I'm going to say. Also the skill, because I might as well like the mock Miru is actually a very good player. So it's very good. And he actually has a chance to, at the very least, win inline gold. So it's going to be a very, very hard-fought race between all these six. And of course, then there's guys like Hush, there's guys like Ibra, and Grandissimo Frabo that will surely make this race interesting. And why did you stop streaming, Swagson?
Well, amazing look slides he has. I think you'll find he's really gone off the parkours.
No, that's fine. I'm going to see the race with MA. I just need to see Twitch with you because mine's not working. Priorities.
Oh, you actually need to see Twitch. Okay, hang on.
That was what I was asking, not the race, because I know you're not there. And my Twitch is saying error 2000. Fuck you, Twitch. I spent money on you, and this is what you give me. Well, not on you, but on the creators in it. So there's that. Okay, so let me click the Swagger stream for when I need to take a look at Twitch. No, I have nothing in that. It's just it's a shitty Twitch error that some people have, and I've had more than once. It's there's nothing to do with ad blockers. I don't even use ad blockers. I don't need that. I'm like immune to all that crap.
Who needs ad block?
Yeah, exactly. Who needs ad blocks when you have Swagson and Joe and Ibra guarding your back? Come on, man.
Yes.
Get real, man.
Precisely.
But no, seriously, this is unfortunately this is a common Twitch error. It depends a lot on the servers being used. Has happened to other people as well. Happens to me on occasion, not frequently, thankfully. But it chose to happen today for some bizarre reason. When I needed it most. And I'm trying to join Swagson's stream for some bizarre reason. It's not allowing me.
I don't think mine's actually working that well.
Oh, that explains a lot. Wait, let me see. Oh, no. Actually, I can wait.
It seems to be loading according to what I can see.
Yes, but I'll just put double screen anyway for it if eventually it loads. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works for me.
Oh, what?
And ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the PCM World Cup 2023, one final time, presented by Narcon and Cyanide. Be sure to check Pro Cycling Manager 2023 out in 4 days, June 8th. Also, Tour de France 2023. I've tried both. Great games. Unmissable. Games of the year. I mean, I'm sure it'll got plenty of awards. Just buy the goddamn thing and support it and all of that. And we see.
And what a great start! Someone's take the wrong rider.
So,
What a,
okay,
what a
so
start.
so
What
every
a start.
every time I'm doing my intro, someone feels the need to ruin it. Such is my destiny, my father.
Let's see if we can catch up anyone.
For this, I blame whoever took the wrong rider. Don't know who that was.
I think it was Hush, I think, from the chat.
Of course, Hashi, what are you doing, man? You're killing me here. Alright, let me see the indication of him the night. Oh, no, it has nothing to do with that. I think I had already answered that, but I'll try to adapt and overcome. Actually, might not be needed for Swaxton to stream. I think the chat is working. I can't see whatever you are putting there, but as long as you send it to me first, it should be fine. So I think the chat is on.
Yeah.
Swax, can you type in chat so I can confirm? But it seems to be okay to chat at least. The rest know it. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, you're missing the W, but yes, I can see it. So chat is working, so at least we have that. So we're gonna be okay.
I can turn mine off.
Yes.
Perfect.
So guys, join us. Tell us who your favorites are. Write to AWD or AWA like Swaxton did. Tell us who you think will win. Tell us your favorite moments of this World Championship. Today we are doing our swan song, our farewell, and we'll try during these awesome moments like this one where we're looking at graphics to talk about our favorite moments, some sort of balance. Swaxton, what were your favorite moments of this World Championship? Things that stand out to you?
I think more in the team section it is. Yeah. Big teams. I think the solo battle could be interesting, I'm hoping, but we'll see. I can't say anything right now about it.
It wasn't like as busy of a World Championship as it used to be for you due to your own personal life, but you still had such an amazing importance in some of the decisive moments. How did you feel? Because I think this was our best season ever as a team. Speaking for PC, I don't think it was. Speaking for PCM UK, with also that third place in track plus road overall team. You road events and road overall. Was it fun? Because we were working a lot, but at the same time, there were a lot of fun moments.
There's a lot of good moments, yeah, definitely. Really, actually enjoyed it. But throughout it did. Like,
me,
it was like, yeah.
Yes, Rex, sorry, you were going to say?
No, you go.
I was going to say, to me, one of the surprises of this World Championship, and it was a good one to see, was Aquarius winning his gold medal. That was surprising. I don't think anyone would have predicted it, but it was such an amazing race, such a close race. And the way he attacked on that final stage, you were there, like, best seat of the house, winning that final stage. How was
So it was my own eyes, yes.
I mean, that was such a hectic race. I was so glad you actually got to win that stage because you got to go to the medal. So that was a very positive thing in the end on a race that wasn't looking so good. But at the same time, it was that shocker of Aquarius winning the gold medal. And we often find ourselves rooting for the underdogs in moments like this. But to you, you actually managed to save your race there. Were you stressed in that moment?
Oh, I just thought, I just went, fuck it, I didn't RBV, that's all I did.
Sounds about right.
But actually, it actually turns out I'm pretty much got the RBV win, which I felt was actually correct on that occasion, and got into justify that bronze, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No more, no less. It was actually the right medal for me on the day.
Doggo, you for the first time this year joined us. Some positive moments for you as a commentator. You didn't that I remember participate late into many events. I'm not saying this as mocking or anything. I don't think you did. But I still remember you were qualified to elimination semifinals. Ended up not making it. But overall, what did you like more about the World Championship?
He might not be here.
Wait, he already left?
He left 7 minutes ago.
Really? I was not looking at the thingy. Wow, that's fun. Doggo. Wait, let me see if he... Nope. Didn't even say goodbye. Motherfucker. Well, that solves one of our problems then. So, let's get ready to start race.
What a start.
Bravo is already attacking. Yeah, I was going to say that. As we speak of interesting start. Illegalisimo Fabo is already sending men into the breakaway, and 12 kilometers away, almost 13, but 13 for Peloton, less than 13 for Fabo. There's already a third cat waiting. Can we glance over that third cat to see the points? I think it's, I don't know, 3-2 maybe, 2-1.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you remember, Flags?
I think it's like 3-2-1, I believe.
Alright.
I think.
So, Frabo trying to get them ranking points, as Ronnie O'Sullivan would say. Ronnie would be proud. And now Ibra joining with Matej Mohoric and Novak and someone else.
It's worth pointing. This can happen over these KOMs quite easily. I would want to have
4 men for Joe Whiteley. Swags, what's the train of thought when you take 4 men to a break in inline?
I think it depends on what stage. I think this is to like maximise like have as many people at the front. But yeah, you also have people going for KOMs. Like you're not gonna. I presume like the puncher's gonna go for it, and I think Joe will likely have like 3 sticks there to essentially help. So you're also thinking that with the 78 sprinter,
yeah.
he might get
caught
out. Well, he might get caught out the back. He might. With the 78 sprinter, so he gets caught up there. Up there. And he's not going to put like because the temptation to do 3 and 3. He's now going to do 4 and 3 instead. 4 and 2, I mean. I think Fab's going to take.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because you're actually quite better at this than me. But with launching 4, there's also the chance to be a bit more aggressive on the KOMs, and then having the chance to not lose all of them, because as the peloton catches up, you still have the chance to save 1 or 2 more helpers when being more aggressive. Would this be a correct assumption?
What he's doing is that he doesn't have to work in the peloton. That's unless something goes up the road, which even there, I don't think he would be necessarily inclined to.
Mm-hmm.
But might mean he might have to do a bit more work at the front, but that could be where the win is made. And as I predicted earlier, there were splits.
Yeah, we're indeed trying to see if everyone's got someone at the front and in the back. Arcelio Falandri with 4 men too, I believe. I see Bravo, Ibra, Joe, Leo, Hashi.
They're all there. No one's called out.
Missing.
I think everyone's there.
Well. Okay, yeah, everyone's there. So,
everyone's there, and I'll tell you what this means. This could go to the end.
That's true, and I'm trying to see who has who. I know Leo has 4, Joe has 4, and probably the others have 3. Let me do the quick math. No, actually no.
Someone's two's got 4. No, 3's got 4.
3's got 4. Someone else has 4. I'm trying to see who, but we're watching.
I can't be Hush because he's on the Hush. Hush has got 4. Hush has got 4. Hush has 4. Joe has 4.
Okay. So we have some information here as Gegenhardt attacks with someone on his wheel. I'm gonna guess is that a puncher or a 78 sprinter? Not sure. Probably a puncher, I would say, for those KOMs, but
puncher. It'll be puncher in like. No one I think got the 78 sprinter.
Yeah, the 78 sprinter is actually behind. I was gonna say, and Frabo and Miru are the only ones that actually brought the 85 sprinter. Is that a good choice for this stage or a risk?
I've seen this stage before. They can make it over these climbs, but with the 78 sprinter, the only problem is that the punch is going to be further up the road. It's likely, this is the scenario we almost thought could happen. Well, I almost thought could happen.
You were actually talking about it, so you think the fact that Joe, for example, that was the first to launch 4 guys, could be for the possibility that this could reach the end, even to help it?
Yes, and I think he's got. I think it's 78 Mountain. For this day, I would I know some people probably would think flat stage 78 Mountain. I'll just say this right now. These climbs cause this split. 78 Mountain can definitely be more of a help than a hindrance, I would say, on this.
Welcome, Ghostman and Finn. Carry on, Swexon. We're just saying hello to our viewers.
Yeah, the 85 sprint. I didn't realise. There's one
Yeah,
thing I
Miru
have
and
forgotten.
Frabo have the 85 sprinter only. The others all have 78.
Yeah.
I think Miru and Frabo also have the 78, but they brought the 75.
Yeah. Well,
The 85, sorry.
Husky's gone with his 78 sprinter. He's trying to get a gap. But I think it's not actually worth it with the 85 sprinter.
78 of Hush attacking behind, indeed. And it's gonna be Simon Carr and someone from Miru, but I think Carr has it, and it's gonna be Hushy second, and either Miru or Ibra third. Wasn't exactly sure, but Joe Whiteley for now taking that KOM. Second one. Didn't even see who took the first, to be honest.
Split's behind. There is a
behind.
Split.
Oh wow, yeah.
And look,
See what
is
happens.
that Nizzoli, the 85 sprinter, who just literally ran out of red?
I think so, but for some bizarre reason, I decided that changing was a good idea. Oh yeah, we have a KOM, so I get it.
Yeah. That was...
But I think it could be, yeah.
These cars are going to be really rough.
Garrett Thomas and someone from Miru, Hush and Leo Falandri are going to attack into the KOM. It's going to be Pinola, it's going to be Miru, Leo, and then Joe. One that is trying to be free starts with a KOM win.
Oh, maybe speed this team up even more.
Let's try and understand who is where right now.
Mate, I don't care about Casper Pedersen.
No one does. Okay, so trying to understand this here. No, not this peloton.
It's over. It's over.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Go back to the break. Everything's together.
Seriously, I do not see 78 sprinters now coming back unless this group completely stops.
Yeah, and Joe Whiteley attacking with well, there's still the 3 guys are supposed for KOM, so let's see if they actually. I thought they were gonna wait actually, but let's see.
Well, you would have thought so. I would have thought so as well, but I don't know. It means there's a bit more pressure on people like
Hirsch attacking with Sika and Guillaume Martin, 78 and 82 Mountain Rider into the first group that only has 82 Mountain Riders, I believe. So Hush having that extra man might actually kill this off, because I don't think they'll work with him.
They won't work. They probably won't. Bravo and Ibra are going to be the one behind.
Bravo and Ibra, I guess, because he doesn't have anyone there either.
Yeah. Oh, Miru's going.
Oh, Miru was going, and
Joe follows. Leo follows.
78 sprinter included, so everyone's trying to take their men across because Miru attacked.
Bush has missed the bridge, but Ibra and Frabo will.
Close for him. No, they don't. Well,
they do. They do. Eventually.
Fraxon take it for 2 minutes because the small dog that is my real dog actually needs to go out.
Oh dear. Yeah. All together. Frabo's not working. That gap's closing. That gap is closing quickly. Interesting. Interesting stuff here. It's Hush still leading E1. If there's an attack behind, three people behind him there. We might want to see this. Might want to see who in A1. A1. Who's in A1? Oh. Miru went again. Joe's attack. I think Joe just attacked in both in 2 sections, different sections. He has. I think he's attacked further up as well.
Watch out. A team leader is falling.
I think we've got a good gap here. And it's going to be... Frabo needs to be careful. He can't let Miru go, surely. This is really opening up. There's more gaps. Yep, Joe's completely gone the half. And he's pushing on the pace. Miru's got his whole team up here. And they're back together. It might slow down up here. Miru still has a small gap, 11 seconds. We are going into the climb. We will keep an eye on this KOM. We see Hush and Joe in a good position here. Maybe I'm probably in an awful position they are. They're not going to be getting KOM points at this rate. It's killing the pace right now. Maybe improved his position. Bravo still no sign of him. Oh, Hush slowing down. Maybe nothing at the back. Over the KOM. 1-3, 1-2. Leo. Leo Joe. Is that Hush maybe? I think. I don't know. Joe's got 2 in the split. Joe's got 2 in the split. Who's that coming across? Oh, never mind. Matai Mahovic. Leo's lost 1. Miru, yeah, he did have a gap, but now he doesn't. Immediately on the pressure. Oh, Ebra's made a split here. Joe's going. Here goes Joe. Here goes Joe. It looks like he's going to get this KOM with Simon Carr. Without any difficulties whatsoever. Yep, there it is. Got on second. Maybe they're getting 2 over, but so will Joe. He was going to punch it. It's all a complete mess right now. Brad actually one of those who's got constant contact, but looking great. Is Leo going to be isolated here? I suspect that. And there goes Miru's 85 sprinter, so he won't be winning. There goes 1, and a few losing for domestics. Leo's only got 1. Now, but I'll be honest, I don't think it'll be a problem. There goes Joe. Oh, he's going straight for the counter. Miru. So he's going to be dragging his puncher towards intermediate sprint. Got Ibra, and I believe that's Hush in the way. I think these 6 are going to get the top 6 places. There goes Miru. Miru launches the sprint. Someone's being called out. That's Hush. He's going to come back now. It's going to be Joe versus Miru. Joe, Miru, Ibra, Hush, Miru, Joe. That is your top 6 at the IS. And they've got a minute, you know. Joe Miru's got a good opportunity to do something. Bush is... Why has he gone back into no man's land? Oh, Lear's attacked. Lear's attacked from behind. And he's coming with 3 guys. They might well get a move on here. Bush just attacked with 2, so he's trying to make a bridge across. Fabu and Hush aren't doing anything. Well, Hush has got 1 up there. Fabu needs to get a move on. Leo goes again. Getting Petit into the group. Leo's now in a decent position. Let's see what happens. Frabo needs to get a move on. He is in big trouble. It's Frabo. I don't know why he's put no one up top. But that's going to be a mistake. A big mistake. Joe gets someone else, so he's on 3. Ebra's going to have 2 now. Frabo's in big. Oh, you actually get safe. They're not pacing. Wow, Frabo's just gotten away with it. There goes Leo. There's Petit. He's got to be weak now, surely. Miru goes. Who's that with? That's Aaron Baru. Same rider. But if you've given Leo a reason. Oh, they've stopped. There goes Joe. Joe with 4. Joe with 4. Now who's going to chase? If Joe gets to the bottom here, he surely gets KOM. Oh. A little bit of a block, but I think he's going to be... Yeah, but he can't afford to move back that much. He's falling back too much. No, he's actually going for with Thomas. Here goes Hush. Hush nearby. There's Leo. looks like Joe's taking it a bit more easy on this climb. Simon Carr. We go for the last one. Just under 60k to go, and was that Hush Leo? I think it might have been.
Murphy's Law stating that everything that can go wrong will go wrong, but somehow I found a way to come back even after my microphone failed. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you.
Dog taken care of, microphone fixed for now. What do we have here?
Yeah, basically, few splits here and there, but oh well, bigger split. There goes Hush.
Is this still the breakaway? So the guys on the back didn't make it, correct?
They haven't made no one's made it. This is purely up top. We've had a couple of dropped sliders, but that's about
Hush attacking for them, ranking points with Sika and someone else.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Yeah, it seems like so.
Oh no, wait, he might only get.
He'll get first.
That was tight for second.
That was close, yeah.
And Fabo's been on the wrong side of a lot of splits so far.
Who won the intermediate sprint? Did you see?
It was Joe, if I remember.
So Joe stacking up some important points. I don't know how the other crowns were, but
I know both Joe and me. We've got 2 people in the top 6. Hush, I believe, Hush and Ibra, I believe, got 1. I could be completely. I can't even remember. That's not good.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It works for me.
Yeah.
So you were saying Fabo's been on the wrong side of these intermediates.
He's been on the wrong side of splits so far. Well, he had to do a lot of work before these set of KOMs. Well, Hush just got an inexplicable gap, and he's
Hushi attacking with Sicard and Martin. Martin will be the one sprinting. 2.2 to go though. Sicard's gonna be caught up by everyone in the bomb.
If he loses, he's messed up.
Big really, but I think
he might be fine. He's fine. Oh no,
yeah.
He hasn't.
No, he hasn't. He might. He doesn't. And it's Leo Falandri near at least. Not sure if Joe will be third. Yeah, he kind of messed it up. I think it was an unnecessary early attack at the end of the day, but he still got third at least.
Well, Seiko just went off the front without doing anything.
That, yeah.
And no one was facing. Oh, Faber's gone up for the first time. Hopefully he doesn't want to be caught behind any longer.
Deciding enough is enough, I guess.
It could be good energy saving, but I have to say he's been kind of fortunate to get back. He has. So,
he has Daniel Moscon. I wonder if he also has Antonio T. Baby. That would be like the bingo of riders to have in a team.
Man, there's your team for next year. Put your Italian team for next year. Moscon and Tabini in the same side.
We have ASG speaking frog. Welcome ASG. I'm not even going to try to pretend to understand whatever you're saying. So there's that, because I don't speak frog.
Well, he's mentioned
French. C'est pas vrai. Il s'est chié dessus. Hush, c'est pas possible de se chier dessus en finale. Putain. That's pretty much what he said. What it means. I have some basic ideas. It isn't possible something in a final, and it's not true that something Hush. So there's that. Who joins? Billings, welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening.
Have you been watching this?
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome to the stream. I am the biggest of all dogs, and if you just did not know this, we were just joined by Hailing. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I joined the stream about 20 Ks ago.
Okay.
So I think you actually are a bit more caught up than me, because I probably joined, I don't know, 10 Ks ago.
Yeah, I heard when you joined.
So there's that. I don't suppose someone that speaks French can translate what ASG is talking about? In the chat? Well, I wasn't asking you because I don't speak French, but if someone goes here, police here, well, Hush is playing, so probably just listening, which is fine, but he will not be able to translate it.
Yeah, I am not translating it. Not a chance in hell.
Well, Hul is going gacha mode.
Yes, it's always fun. It's actually funny because it doesn't come from gacha, so we know it's going to be more than that. So it's actually made me chuckle a little bit. but I have no idea what ASG Gaming is saying. Whatever, man. ASG. Whatever the fuck. No offense to ASG.
AS Gaming?
Yeah, I know it's AS Gaming, but at time when PCM 22 started, it was actually S Gaming, so that was that. So I can never forget the image of seeing S Gaming. But yeah, our very well-known ASG, former world champion of classics. Welcome to the stream, my friend ASG. Also to Huli, former champion of the world. Congratulations yet again, Huli, and welcome. Miru, internet's doing Miru internet things, I guess.
He just needs to reconnect. Oh, maybe. How's Miru made it? Got to reconnect and made it worse. You complete numpty.
Yeah, I'm so. Round and round we go with 18 riders. A1 is 5 minutes 12 behind, and the others even more, so that's not going to happen for them. And we have them ranking points coming in 2.2 kilometers. More KOMs, the final two, third cat.
Bravo on the front, Ebra's in a good position. Hook is in a poor position, he is.
Bravo is going with, I think, Alicia Moscow. No Tiberi, no Bingo, we cry. And Nero is actually the one on his tail, so 800 meters to go. One of these two can take it. I can't see the other.
I think Bravo.
No, Leo is approaching.
Although...
No. What? Nero says denied, and Leo steals the second, and Nero third, and I think Joe Whiteley's got the fourth, but I don't think the fourth scores, so that's for Leo Miru.
What's Bravo doing?
I don't know what Bravo's doing.
He had that in the bag.
Could be that he slowed down to save energy for a sprint.
I mean, you need to...
The only thing I can think, like Link said, maybe his red wasn't good, and if he feared to not be in conditions for the next one and somehow lose the front group going into the final flat second, I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Thank you so much, Fefe. Much love. Okay, so there's that. ASG said Hush is afraid I play bad, but with bad. Yeah, we reproduce that here. I'm the only one that usually swears on that stream, so yeah, fuck that.
Oh, and guess what? Bravo is behind again.
I don't know what's happening to Bravo on this particular occasion, but it's weird.
You gotta get back in because no one's doing the pace.
I think that was Godon struggling to return, but Godon actually, and he's back.
Could we see that Joe utilizing his numbers, having 3 riders and trying a long-range attack?
I was going to actually see that, and he's not the only one because Hush just recovered Godon, but yeah, Joe probably in a better position to try this because he has more energy, but he put Simon Carr at the front.
I wonder if he's recovering bars maybe right now. Well, he's now coming up.
Wait, does he have a high... Pitcock is which one?
Cobble. As Bravo goes with Moscon, let's go with Thomas.
Oh, Joe anticipating an attack, guys, or at least immediately responding.
He won't make it. He won't make it with Thomas. 100%.
Ooh. Well, I don't think that's good for Bravo. Without help, this probably might not succeed unless people sleep, and people are not sleeping at Leo Falandria. Sohart on the left side. Danimo is going full steam, though. There's 28 seconds, give or take. Thomas is about to get wallen by the peloton. 11 seconds only, but Danimo still trying. What's this for Bravo here? I mean, 10 kilometers to go, give or take 11 when he went, and kills some parts of his rider. That could be his launcher. Technically, what is it, guys? You guys think this was a good idea, or?
I think since Joe hasn't been able to go, he will chase him down.
Oh, and speaking of Joe Whiteley attacks with Thomas Pitcock, Simon Carr, followed by Leo Falandri. Now as Zebra trying to close the gap, with Thomas actually trying to take the opportunity to get his wheel. Get the wheel is going to recur. He's going to recover. I thought he was going to take Leo's wheel, but no.
No, Moscon's not going to make it. I don't.
It's the end of the dream for Moscow, and Bravo taking Hush's wheel there. Let's see if it pays off. Big team with Pino accelerating for Leo Falandri. 2 kilometers to go. Moscow is gonna die near the finish line. 1-6. Leo Falandri in the middle. Hush on the right side. That's probably on the duel. He's no longer
Yeah,
at
great
it.
position. Leo's great position. Joe's not so good.
Acceleration for Leo Falandri. That's not good for Joe. Hush. But Hush doesn't get it. It's Leo Falandri. Hush is second. Joe Whiteley takes third. Ivra is fourth. And then Miru and Frabo only. Wow. Interesting start. Good sprint. Great position from Leo. From Hushy as well. Guys, right now, prime position for Leo Falandri.
Yeah, perfect positioning. That was. This is. You literally have to be positioned there, near the front, or at the end. Leo and Hush did that job perfectly. You're actually making up some decent ground there for third. So
this is a situation we've seen before. Leo Falandri starts leading. Can he keep it? Will he crack to the pressure, or is this his day? It's not a bad start.
Oh, well, stage 2 might be the one. We'll decide that.
The big decider. And also will it be interesting to see how the KOM and the sprints in this stage rack up to see what advantage can Leo get and how much can the others mitigate it, if so.
Let's see the KOM and ISs.
Them ranking points in there. We want to see them ranking points. Alright.
Yeah,
16 Joe, Miru 14, Leo 10. It's not too much.
Joe and me were getting a lot.
Miru.
Joe and me were getting a lot.
But Leo was close in KOMs, in sprint, something cutting. I'll have to go look at Discord as I don't even know who's hosting, but Miko, Fefe, sorry, I guess.
Okay.
Let me see final for the screenshots because I was wanting to see the intermediate. There they are. So I see. Actually, there were the intermediate points, as you said. Joe had 15, 16. Miru had 17. Leo Falandri only 10. Doesn't lose much. Ibra has 7. Hashi has 6. So Hashi second place loses a tad on the points, 10 points give or take. And in the KOM we have Peter Marta from Hush leading, trying to see if he has more riders in it. He doesn't. And Joe Whiteley has 13 points. 8 plus 5. Leo Falandri has 7 plus 4, 11. Miru has 14. Frabo only 5. Ivra only 2. So Joe defending himself well in the intermediates. Miru as well.
Yeah, and that's what the case in Inline. You gotta be aggressive in these KOMs and ISs. I think this next stage, if I remember, let me just see. Actually, a lot of these are towards the back end. They are.
Hillings, you're actually with us for the sprint, so there's some conversation on Discord from players complaining that there was a turn in the sprint, that it wasn't exactly about sprinting but acceleration. How do you see it, Hills?
Well, from my point of view, as a former organizer, the corner at the final is actually a good thing, in my opinion, because that gives an advantage to those who have taken the time to recon the stage and can gain an advantage of that.
We have a live reaction from Hershey. Welcome, my friend. He says, oui, dommage, je lance 0.5 secondes total. So he launches half a second a bit too late. It's a shame, pretty much what he says. It is a shame indeed, Hush, but you still manage 70 precious points, as ASG points out. So my French isn't that bad. 70 precious points, says Hushy. And with this, Leo Falandri is leading 121 points, 100 for the stage, 10 for the sprint, 11 for them ranking points. And Hushy is second with 85, 70 for the stage, 6 sprint, 9 KOM. Joe Whiteley immediately behind him with 79 points, so 6 points behind Hushy. The intermediates and KOMs paying off for Joe Whiteley. He has 79, and he's 6 points only behind Hushy. So 42 behind Leo. Then there's Miru with 56 only due to the fifth place on the stage. Ibra is fifth with 44, and Decimo Frabo is in the mud with 23. Looking good for the top three at least right now. You guys agree?
Yep, top three. Although it's early days, it's still early days. You gotta remember.
It is
It's
indeed,
after the second
and
one.
it's Inline. Yeah,
Clever picture. We'll get
and
a clever picture.
this is where I have to ask you guys because the third stage got the KOM reduced from HC to first cat, and will this come back to haunt some of some of our participants that could be thinking about some kind of all-out extravaganza for the KOMs on that stage?
You're talking about Frabo.
Not just Frabo. I think everyone that would need them, but especially Frabo, sure. But I think everyone that could need those points. I see someone like Ibra. I see someone like I don't know, maybe even Biru because he's a very offensive player as well. These guys could wouldn't say no to taking a lot of HCs. Instead, they have first cats, less points. How big of a difference can this be, guys, as organizers? What do you think?
I think it'll make a difference. I think their playstyle won't change that much. It'll be similar. I can't see for everything. Oh, cat one. I just won't go up the road then. If he's like if Faber's in the position as he is now, he's gonna have to go up the road to even have a chance of meddling.
All right, and Salon de Provence for something that I didn't read because Salon de Provence Toulon Fort Coudon is the next stage, 181.1 kilometers. We got a few KOMs here, mostly Fort entered cats. There's a first cat near the finish and the climb before the finish, and then there's that climb up until the end, making this a very interesting hilly stage. What's the strat here?
I see Lord going to be back end. I think I generally can't. Well, people might try something in the middle, but it's not going to work. I think
it's an interesting. I would say it's an interesting spot straight after the intersprint. So someone might be tempted to try something there. Otherwise, I agree mostly with Swagson that if you go too early, it's not going to happen. But I think the place to go would be right after the intersprint. Otherwise, I think it will come down to who has the best energy in the end.
Which leads me to my next question, which was precisely about that part of the stage. There's the intermediate sprint, then there's those two KOMs, and then the downhill going into the first cat. If you're there, right there, at that point before the intermediate sprint, a lot of people might go for it. Do you pass the sprint, saving the energy for a possible attack, or do you go for the sprint and wait and see?
I think I'll see what riders you've got. I think the Cobble rider could play a part, actually. A big part. In proceedings. And I think if people have like Cobble or even 78 Sprinter at that point, there's a possibility they can use that to their advantage. I think if you've only got the Puncher and Climber, it might be a bit difficult, and the 78 Mountain Rider, but I just don't. I see a world in which there will be someone that goes for it. I think it will get caught quickly.
So you think the person that goes for it will likely have to pass the sprint to have the energy for the attack, I guess.
They're gonna have to, yeah. They're gonna have to have. If they've got bad energy, they're in trouble.
Is this a move you would do, for example, if you had at least the your climber and your puncher there, or would you play it safe unless there was like a dire situation at that point? Oh, you and Hellings actually both could tell me your opinions. Swags, you first.
If I had just a climber and puncher at that point, I would not be looking at that attack. I think they at that point, the likely scenario is everyone's going to be in the not everyone, but most will be in a better situation. So you're going to have to just wait and hope they don't mess it up.
Hellings, what would you do here? Is Hellings dead?
Yeah, no, I think it's very dependent on who do you ask from the players. Like For Leo, he will just try to control it and take advantage of the KOMs and sprint to the finish. But for other riders, they have to try something, maybe a more risky play to get back into the fight for first place again.
All right, and as we speak, we have a re in the stage because Joe Whiteley's riders were being counted by the game, but it wasn't a given roster. Well, he wasn't even in the lobby as he crashed. Not a bad AI roster, to be fair, said Joe, but he didn't even confirm it, so he wasn't even in the lobby at that point. There was a crash for Joe then, and we wait for the re. So right now, if you're behind Leo Landry, around 40 something points, like Joe and Hushy, not to mention the others, but obviously those two because they're the closest ones. What's the game plan? I mean, you want to win the stage, obviously, but what's your position regarding the intermediates and KOMs? Aggressive, non-aggressive, marking Leo?
I think some of those you're going to have to be clever with how you use your riders, because you may want to actually save some of the riders for when you really need them. That's what it's going to be all about. So maybe that may be using the cobble guy. A 3/4 cat. I'll be honest, if you get the cobble rider, to just go for it. I don't even know how. Even if the second and third, fourth cat don't look that steep.
They don't indeed. Feelings. What would be your game plan if you're behind Leo 40 something points? Aggressive in the intermediates and KOMs, non-aggressive?
Like Swaxon, I wouldn't put too much effort in the fourth cats and third cats. Like you can even on the second and third, fourth cat, you can maybe even use the 78 sprinter to gain those points. The intermediate sprint and the KOMs are what's important, alongside, of course, the stage win. So it will all come down to the last third.
Big point here, as also already mentioned. The cobbles guy, that's a very, very important rider. I think it would be very important for everyone to try and put him ahead if possible. He is definitely underrated by some players, or has been during the World Championships. I'm sure at this point everyone is already aware of how good of an outside option he can be for a lot of things in a stage like this.
Yeah, he won't win, but he'll get KOM points potentially here. He can be useful.
Even a good sprinter if there's no like 78 sprinters in a bunch and such.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Oh yes, he can make that, no problems. He can get to that first cat, and without too much problems. I think it's after that first cat I would expect to see him not there.
How many people? I mean, I know it depends on the speed of the game, but what do you guys think we will have after that first cat going into the final one? Climber and Puncher?
Climber, Puncher, maybe some of 78 Mountains. Depends on how hard they really go up that first cat.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, stage 2 begins. 181 kilometers about to be ridden by our players and by EMEA's riders that we need to see at this point. For some reason. Well, I know why he has to set them up, honestly, but gotta keep talking about something. Ibra, there's already screams going on. Is this the re? What happened? I missed it. Yeah, Ibra has right. Okay, Ibra's asking a re. Miru saying don't shout. This guy Miru gets a re and says not to mine. What gives, Miru? Come on. Miru being Miru. I think everyone has the right to their re once.
This is a re, yeah.
Yep, I think there was some issue with his riders as well. They don't think he had the roster that he intended.
You probably alt-tab.
Actually, yeah, when did Miru get a re?
After doing many TT tries with Ibra, I can honestly say he's famously known for alt-tabbing between games.
I didn't hear that. He's famous for?
Alt-tabbing between games, and then
Yes.
you get wrong riders.
Yes. Well, that happens, I guess. Part of the amazing game. Please check for Cycling Manager 2023 on Steam on Steam the June 8th. That is the correct day indeed, June 8th. Such an amazing game. There's very little flaws. Yeah, it's pretty much like this, but there's some new stuff, I promise. Something is new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be better for sprints.
I cannot confirm nor deny this information under a non-disclosure agreement, but there's new stuff.
I cannot confirm or deny because I don't even have it.
No, but there's new stuff. That's all I can't say more, unfortunately.
I mean, they probably
How
haven't
many
even
things
said.
I like to say.
They're probably stuff they haven't even announced yet.
Speaking of Pro Cycling Manager 2023, if I recall correctly, we do have a couple of announcements, small announcements, but one of them quite meaningful. The other one is who are we to say anything bad about the other one? It's good stuff, good news. We'll talk about it later. Two small announcements. One is going to be a good news for everyone. I'm probably sure some already know it, but it's always good talking about it on stream, and we will be doing it later, probably after the final. So there is some interesting small announcements, obviously, but some good stuff to talk about. Two very specific things. Those are not provided by me or anything that breaches my NDA. I can promise that, but we can actually reveal two news about it later. One is very big, even if it's not like something you would need one paragraph to write. Or, well, 2 or 3 paragraphs to write. You just need like a couple of words, but it's might be huge. The other one is stuff, but we'll talk about it anyway.
Oh, lovely. You mean it's going to be one big essay?
No, it's going to be short, and one of them is just things, very important things. I'm not against it at all. Very important things, and I might disagree with that though. If someone changed ban, Miru just wants ban. Well, I wouldn't say ban. Might be disqualification. I would have to check the rulebook. So many rules I forgot. But yes, no one can change rules riders after a re, except for the person that asked for the re, as all the others already had their roster. Technically, it's re disqualification if not noticed by, in this case, EMEA, that is the org in the lobby, and if someone appeals after race. So if EMEA doesn't notice, if you took the wrong riders and it is not noticed, you will get the banhammer, Miru. Thank you for asking. Well, not just you, anyone. So please check your riders, guys.
Well, the chat seems calm, so I think we might be alright.
Alright. Indeed, take your riders. We want the final to be decided by gameplay, not by such errors. It's always sucks when that happens. EMEA checking them riders to be sure he doesn't have to banhammer anyone. Thank you, EMEA. Good stuff. Riders fine. Okay, we have a liftoff finally.
Good. Good. Oh.
Alright. The technicalities.
And now we're underway on stage 2 of the final of Inline.
Can I just say this is a very shitty rule? It should be one re per stage. I know it would lead to a lot of people being able to use a re, but sometimes you pick your wrong the right riders, and you go into the stage and the game screws you. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, we know that PCM can be PCM at times.
Indeed, but as Hillings was saying, and very well, we are indeed into stage 2 inline solo final, the last day of World Championships. Hallelujah!
Well, my theory. Oh, what?
So we all know that there's 2 fights going on today. There's the fight for the inline trophy, of course, and the fight for overall.
Well, there's also the fight for overall track and road and overall solo plus team. But yeah, those 2 are the main ones indeed. We talk a little bit. I don't know if I don't think you were. You joined like 20k before the point you started talking, right? In the stage 1.
Yeah. Now with after stage 1 is over and Leo has now a good gap on Joe. How do you think the?
Oh no, I don't think it's over by any means. It's early days. I mean, there's 40-something points, but it's Inline. There's a lot of them ranking points, as I like to call them, in tribute of Romeo Sullivan, like a lot of AOMs and intermediate sprints. And then the stage win by itself, for the winner, for example, could be 30 points to the second. So I think it's still early days.
Let's not also forget the winner of last is Inline. Basically became basically last in the first race. So there is also that, like, it's not over at all.
Yeah, I know it's not counted, Mayor. It doesn't make the rule better. That's not what I'm saying.
I don't want to alarm anyone,
But
Bravo has got his
6-man train in the final of Inline.
I mean, he's attacking with it. He's had to live with the 6-man train for the time being, but he's gone very early. And I expect people will now be clamouring to get riders over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vintage Frabo full team attack stage 2 right shortly after the beginning. We are sports and entertain right now, guys.
Here we go, Frabo, finally. I mean, I'll say this though, the only issue he has, I think wind is going to be completely double figures throughout the stage. So,
the World Championship Orga would like to remind everyone that with this Frabo attack, it is official. We have had a 6-man train in each World Championship final. Although this is not our responsibility, for that we do apologize.
yeah, we are deeply sorry. You've had to see this in pretty much in all the finals.
Almost every single final. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was always someone keeping the tradition, which is kind of awesome. Let's see who Joe has there, because he's responding quickly to the Frabo attack.
I think Joe's going to try and bridge, so he gets a free ride essentially. He did this in the first race in Classics.
But how risky is this response? Because if Frabo ends up losing this movement for some reason, how does this, well, not pay off for Joe, I guess, if that happens? I mean, some waste of energy at the very least, no?
Well, Joe's getting a free ride, so essentially he's going to be he won't be pacing one bit. He'll just simply be in the wheels whilst others are working, and it doesn't matter if Frabo goes down to 2 and Joe has 3. Like, what's Joe's going to do with Gegenhardt or Carr? Like,
Sure.
they ain't winning this stage.
Côte de Merule, and it's 2.9 kilometers, 313 meters of altitude to this hill with 5.5% average. Illuminissimo Frabo is at the front with everyone and their mom. Joe Whiteley following 49 seconds, 50 seconds now behind, 50 seconds to each group. So, middle of nowhere right now for Joe. Needs to close up as soon as possible.
Yeah, he needs to get on, he does. That's the important bit for the free ride element. He can't just... I mean, Yates has got to make it over, he will. Maybe he's gone. Yeah, maybe we're going... Maybe very high at the front. He is. But this might be alright for Leo. He can just control this for the time being. Brabo will claim points, but what will we get? 3, 6, 9, 15, 21. But he'll get caught soon enough. I'm sure Leo will be thinking, right, catch you before that intermediate.
Miru being a little less patient than Joe, so to speak, because he truly accelerated there to catch the Brit. The Brit however, was a little bit more at his pace at that time.
Yeah, maybe try to get on. And I think maybe knows he did that because he is trying to get a free ride, essentially. On Joe's wheel. And if he can bridge across...
Another free ride, I guess.
Yeah, like basically, although Joe's... say
Gegenhardt, yeah, and Carr arrive.
Although Gegenhardt is struggling. Will Carr go for it? Or is he going to leave it to Frabo? Yeah, he's going to leave it.
1, 2, 3 for Frabo and the rest don't... Well, 1, 2 for Frabo and the rest don't really matter, I guess.
Hey, well, maybe he's in a bad position. Maybe he's in trouble. If Miru doesn't get in here, he is in
as Luis Leon Sanchez is indeed a bit muddled because he's on his own in no man's land. I know there's a German word for that. I don't remember. Slosk something.
What Frabo is. It depends if Frabo wants to keep his riders. And Frabo needs to keep his riders. That's a long way to go with just 4.
Sorry, I'm laughing at something. I was looking here at Discord, nothing to do with the rest. You were saying, Swag? Sorry, I missed that.
I'm going to say, what might save Miru is the fact that Frabo can't really afford to lose too much more. He's lost 1 already. Although maybe I think he's given up. Miru's given up, I think, on that chase. He's going back.
So as we're going into Côte du Terme, it's Frabo with 5 and Joe with 2. How many can Frabo afford to lose at what point, in your opinion?
He needs to keep 5 if he can over here. He needs to keep 5.
Frabo will have to probably burn 78 sprinter on the flat that is coming to now. But still have strong riders after, and when they reach the top of the 3rd cat, the cobbler can go beyond the intersprint.
Yeah. If he can do that, that's perfect.
There's over 3 minutes, a little bit over 3 minutes, but realistically, only Frabo will work here, and Leo, if it comes to that, if others fear at some point for their lives, might have help in the peloton. So, how realistic can it be that this break, for how long can this break realistically stay up the road?
This could stay up for a long time. This could it depends how Frabo plays it, but knowing Frabo, he won't go softly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he's not particularly known for his finesse in these situations.
He won't. What he won't do is just save domestics for the sake of it. He might want to, but what he basically wants to do is get a good gap, and if he get 2 riders over that first cat with a good margin, he could win.
I saw Juan Joselo about to there from you. Not sure if we're gonna have it work or not. I'm not sure. Spacing in the back. If we could have a quick look at the peloton now before going back to
It seems
your
like Miru is the only one in the back who's really relaying, because there seems to be some beef in the chat between Miru and Ibra.
This is odd. Shouldn't it be Leo Falangi working first at least? But Hushy also putting someone there.
I think Leo and Hush are going to control it. And I think
Leo and Hushy, I can understand first and 2. Miru's 5th. Why is he wasting resources in this?
the thing is, he's going to. The thing is, he won't be. He can't be careful because he will burn a bit of greed earlier on with that attack.
Oh, never mind. I think he's. No, he's not. Wait, I want to see if his rider passes or not. Yeah, he's relaying with them, so he will. But I was just gonna say, and he actually beat me to it. If you're not working, could you at least close for people? So there's that.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. We've all been there. I know in this case it's only up to Ibra, and he doesn't really need to. But yeah, I hate when I'm not in that position working, and no one even bothers to close the gap between the workers and the peloton.
Yeah, and that's where people get frustrated, and it provides a perfect opportunity for Frabo to basically get up the road even further. The gap is more or less stabilised, coming down slightly, so that's fine, and that will lead to 2 things. One, Frabo will think about energy management. There will be a split here. Someone doesn't close.
Emma, can you actually hover over any of the 4th cats? I want to see the points. Don't remember. 4th, 2-1, and the 3rd. Okay, so Frabo right now has 9 free points. Yeah, Joe's there with 2 riders, but what is he gaining with this? Unless he starts attacking for these 3rds, I guess.
What are you going to gain is potentially extra domestiques. He's basically looking at Faber and saying,
That's his angle.
basically, he's going to look at Faber and say, get me as far as you can, and I can use my domestiques to my advantage later on. That's going to be the aim here. He's actually going to try and get a bit of a gap, he is, and splits our forward. This is where it's going to become problematic.
And again, I must raise this question. I'm sure if Miro was here, we would find some great, not necessarily valid at all answer. Again, why is Miro the one worried? I mean, yeah, he wants to score points, everyone does. But don't the top two have to, at this point, at least the top two, I would even say the first, but the top two, shouldn't they be the first guys to worry about this movement?
Because Miru right now is going to be in a really bad position. He came sixth in the first race. And right now he's not going to be, he won't be first because Ferraro would win, and he may not get second. So right now the best he's going to get is third. Right now, so he's thinking he needs to close the gap. Close as much as possible, help out.
And somehow, there's some little children is crying somewhere right now as I speak, because they are incapable to reach a proper understanding, and the guys working continue to get gapped, which means there's no real work being properly done. And let's see how this works out in the peloton.
And Leo's got a small gap. And will Leo ride? Because yes, he's going to be working. Maybe close it down instantly. What I was going to say is that yes, Leo would be working. If he had a gap there, what we're going to say, Leo would be working. So would other people as well. And right now, Leo's just bonking his domestiques at the front.
My question here, can Leo get so frustrated that they can't even work properly and just go period at some point?
The thing is, they've got to work to close the gap. And Leo's has put 4 riders now near the front. Now 3 of them aren't going to be working, but
it's not particularly a good energy management, would you say?
Oh, it's 3 domestiques. If he gets a gap and they just leave him, it could work. I wouldn't be doing it, but it's not a bad ploy to maybe get some gap. If he gets a minute, then he's going to have to work behind. Yes, he's working, but so are others. And actually, but all that does is favour Frabo, which gets another guy gone.
So far, the gap was either this one or a tad closer, but at the very least, always this one. So right now, they've pretty much been killing their riders for nothing because they weren't even doing it properly with all the gaps opening and them having to wait, close. You know, that dynamic that doesn't get you time back. So how psychologically does this get to you?
It'll get to them towards the end. It'll start getting to them, so they're going to quickly realise, shit, we need to close this fast.
But Frabo has done a great job so far, keeping five riders in the front, and Joe relaxing on his wheel, being probably in the best position of all. Ready, and he won't move before the intersprint. He will just ride long free.
Yeah, very fair assessment. I mean, like we said, Joe here realistically only needs to ride, and like Hillig just pointed out, the intermediate sprint might be where he wants to strike.
Yeah, he'll strike there. He'll 100% look at striking there. What I will say, yeah, as Hillig said, Faber's done a fantastic job. He's kept 5 riders to this point. I think two or three will go after the IS, but that's their finish line. He clearly has a predefined finish line at this point. Right now, he's organised and knows what he's doing. There is absolutely nothing good that is going on right now in the peloton. It's a complete mess.
So I was going to ask, that leads me to my next question, actually. I was going to pretend, I'm not that guy to race shit, but who are you kidding? I am that guy that loves to race shit, even when I know it's shit, because I need to raise those important questions. How much merit is there from Frabo right now from keeping his 5 riders compared to the level of Mickey Mousery that we watched in this peloton? Oh, Leo Falanger's going.
He went, and again, it's just him pacing off the front. And this is no. Look, he shot 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is exactly what I talked about. At some point, he would probably get frustrated and tell them all, "Go fuck yourselves. I'll take my ball home and go alone."
I think no, he didn't attack. I don't think he attacked.
No, but he got the gap, and he might take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, he's just taking it. He just and take advantage. That's the worst way, by the way. You can let someone go. Just let them pace off into the distance.
Oh, he attacked. He actually attacked in the echelon section. Tells me, man, that little small echelon section.
Oh, did it? I must have missed that then.
Okay, same. He definitely attacked. So that means Leo at some point talked, "Go screw yourselves. I don't have to take this shit."
Eber's going. Eber's going.
Six-man train. I actually get paid royalties to say this, so don't judge me.
And now this is chaotic. As I said, this has turned into the most chaotic race.
This has to be the wet dream for the guys in the front, right? Though
It is perfect for Frabo. Frabo is still 3.5 minutes up in front.
nothing changed,
He's
and you
actually
only have
increasing his lead.
with 67.5 kilometers to go. Everything's the same as it was after he attacked, pretty much.
And Frabos probably still have good bars on his
Yeah.
best guys, and Joe, he's been sitting there now for 60 kilometers, not doing anything, so
Yeah.
he's ready to strike.
Guys,
Right.
I have an important statement here in form of advice from the reigning, defending Italian road and overall, I think even national championship. That and he says it's very important advice because it
It's
destroys
long-term.
Bravo at his own game. So this is EMEA 90th, D90th, the current Italian national champion intermediate sprint. I think Joe Whiteley took it.
Yeah.
And
Joe,
he
what
says
Frabo-
if Bravo, whatever tactic you have, but if Bravo goes with full team, you follow. I don't care the rest. I'm quoting Emma right here. And to some point, I need to agree because how many times have we seen, even in competitions like Champions League, World Championships, that when Frabo goes and is given leeway, sometimes it works very well for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay giving him a gap if you put, but a minute is what you want to give him, not 3.5 minutes.
And not Mickey Mousing in the peloton while trying to catch him as well.
Yeah. And to make even worse, someone's decided they've had enough. And
Frabo loses a domestique there. First domestique lost since
and another. And
since
another.
the fifth one. So second I guess overall, but the first in a long time. And another one, as Sarkson pointed out.
But
That's fine.
this is the point where you don't need them anymore.
Yeah. They've done
Okay,
their
how
job.
realistic is a stage win here at this point?
Very, very realistic.
Who do you
This
want to rewrite now, Frabo or Simon Carr?
I mean, punches, I need to see that final climb because
Am I a profile of the final climb, please?
It depends how good of a job Joe's done with his puncher.
X out. Yeah, I'm wondering the same.
I still think Frabo's going to win.
I think Frabo is in a good position, but for Joe, it would be. I don't think there's vacated points for him, so he would get second because he's in the same group as Frabo, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Yep. He will certainly get second. Frabo's using up the puncher, but he will now go likely to the first cat. This is over. I really think Frabo's won it.
Fantastic effort from Il Grandissimo. Frabo might be rewarded. Yeah, there's a risk of people behind getting a 0 if there is a gap on 6. There will be a gap on 6, I think, but we'll see. Plus bonuses. Interesting. Well, there won't be a gap on 6, that's for sure, because there's already only 5 at the front.
I wouldn't say that. If someone's made a pig's ear and got desperate, they might actually be in trouble. I think Leo's lost a lot of riders here.
I'm trying to understand what happens here stage-wise. Well, if they end in 5th, the break which won't, but it would just need 1 to win with a gap, then all the others take 0. So complicated map right now for the peloton, and the gap is still the same. Amazing.
They've got too many riders. There's 23 riders in the peloton.
What the fuck are you watching, guys? Healing swags?
What I'm watching is basically Frabo attacking, Joe getting the free ride, and everyone else not doing anything, not doing enough to close it.
This is
over.
Inline final championship of the world, solo final of Inline. And if you just joined us, I'm the biggest of all dogs with Hillings and Swags, and we are watching Il Grandissimo Frabo doing Il Grandissimo Frabo things with a mighty attack from the start of the stage. With 6 riders, full team attack, has 2 left. Joe Whiteley was there with 3, has 2 left. 78 and Puncher, great position for Frabo. Not a bad position at all for Joe. Drops a bit in the peloton, but his race might be done here. Let's see, because he might be focusing on this group.
He may as well actually. He could easily just decide, yeah, let's focus this group.
But,
The gap is closing.
The gap closed by 1 minute. Just the first.
They went 99. They went.
Is it still enough?
We'll see. We need to hit the top.
And at the top we will see, because we have 2.8 kilometers to go. We have Lorenzo Fortunato for Frabo and for Molo, and Joe Whiteley has Simon Carr and Gegenhardt, and it's going to be Frabo. Oh, Frabo's alone.
Both Joe and Frabo want to have Joe's Puncher over the top because they need his downhill pace.
Okay, Joe is trying maybe too hard to get his second guy over. Is this the move?
I think this is the move that makes it possible at the end.
Frabo's pushing because he doesn't want to drag Joe to the finish, I think.
And
Joe's saving his riders because, basically that's how he can gain the advantage.
Yeah, he needs it also to survive this oncoming wave of chasers, right?
Yeah. I'd like to see if we can get a gap now between. Yeah, I'm going to say if we can get a gap between.
It's 2 minutes to Frabo and actually 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes to Frabo and 1.5 minutes to Joe.
2.5. Well, the thing is for Joe, if this attack doesn't work, he basically can use him as domestiques. So it's still down to them. But you can see,
and Bilbao desperately trying to close that gap, though.
and I think they've still got too many riders here. 14 riders. Everything travels up the road.
Trying to see who has who in terms of numbers. I see Joe with 2, Ibra with 3. He hasn't worked in this stage, though. So what? Ibra has to pray to the Lords at this point that this break is caught, or that he at least gets stirred right now.
So I think. What's the gap looking like? 2.5.
It's 2.5 minutes.
This all depends on how
we
Frabo's
need to go to the front, and we need to see gap of Frabo to Joe. It's 118. It's not looking bad for Frabo, but does he have the energy though to do that final climb? That's the big question here.
The question is, how has he done the descent?
And that's the situation where Joe could have the advantage by saving his domestique, Gegenhardt.
Yeah, he's going for the flat section. This might be the cruel blow for Frabo. The flat section.
Oh, Coudon, final climb of the way, 11 kilometers at 5.4% average, 632 meters. In Grandissimo Frabo is at the front, 1:17 to Joe Whiteley, first chaser. And the peloton is about to catch the final dead domestique of Frabo. 2 minutes to Frabo, give or take. 1 minute less now to Joe Whiteley.
Oh, I don't think Joe will get second with Gegenhardt or Cost. He might get it with Thomas. He won't get it with those two in front. So they're out.
Welcome to the chat, Finn, Mendez. Welcome back, Fefe as well. He had already been here. Ibra not doing any work, says Finn. Now Ibra goes. Ibra doing Ibra's things, says Fefe. Mendez says lol. Welcome, guys. LOL for Mendez.
Well, Ibra has been sitting on the wheel, basically doing nothing except from in the start of the first cat, he sacrificed his 78 sprinter.
What's happening here? Is Ibra lost? Is he waiting for the moment that might have been lost to attack?
I think Ibra just has is just playing it slow and saving energy.
And it's not looking good for Joe Whiteley. It's still looking good for the Grandissimo Frabo, but Joe Whiteley...
Faber's got it. I'm saying this now. Faber's...
Yeah, Frabo have it. Joe Whiteley is trying to run for his life with Simon Carr. He cannot do it, so he has to use him as a domestique. Joe Whiteley has been caught and now has to fight for his life. And now Zlatan Ibrahimovic is reaching the front of the group. Let's see if he can throw a blow here to everyone and surprise them. And Lorenzo Fortunato is going to cross the finish line. Fantastic stage win for Frabo. It seems that everything is going well for him on this stage.
Yeah, Faber's won as we suspected.
Miru with Sanchez.
Domestique work.
It seemed like he could try and drop some guys there. They didn't drop many, but they are about to cross the line. So let's see who's going to take the position.
Seems
the
like
positions.
Joe is in a bad position at the moment.
Out spot for the Brit. Ibra as well. And it's looking good. Well, Joe actually coming to the front. Climbing in the positions there, but it's Leo Falavri, there's Ibra. Il Grandissimo Frabo is the winner of stage 2 and is back in contention for the medals, and it's not going to be Leo Falavri closer to get the world title in second. Is Ibra going to die on the finish line? It's going to be for Ibra. And fourth for Joe Whiteley is not good, even worse for Hush. Where's Hush? Ninth. And Miru sixth. Oh, there's a fifth. Oh, okay. That's not much better, but slightly better. This complicates the match for Joe Whiteley. This isn't bad at all for Leo. Second place defends him. Frabo was the one further behind on stage 1, so I think Leo's going to keep the lead, depending on, of course, the mat we have to do of how much points Frabo took. There were quite a few, obviously. Almost all of them, aside from maybe the intermediate sprint. But Frabo's back on the fight. Joe pretty much probably only fighting for a medal at this point, though, wouldn't you say? Unless something bizarre happens to Leo. And Hershey with the fifth might as well have lost his chance for gold here.
Yeah, costly ever. This is fun for Leo. Leo is a first and a second, good position right now. But yeah, that was. Yeah. They need to sacrifice way more riders before that third cat. They need to put Faber under pressure to use up domestiques. Faber was under no pressure to use the domestiques up whatsoever. And it allowed Faber to do his race, relax. It was comfortable, actually. So that was. So he raced that perfectly, he did. Yeah, we'll try and get a score classification coming up. I'm hoping, but we might see Frabo very close now to the gold medal.
Frabo really scored high points this stage. He pretty much got everything, but Leo Falandri is looking more and more like the winner of Inline, and overall Joe has to pray for a miracle on the last stage.
He needs Leo to make a mess of it, and all of like we say, Leo hasn't like run enough gold. He's like solo gold, not team. I know he's run enough team golds.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we might have joked at the beginning of the race about Leo Falandri not winning gold, but for a couple of days, we have on the boot been talking about that he would probably and likely get his gold at these World Championships. This is looking like it for him.
Oh, first and second, that's a crucial position to have already.
It needs to be a really big fuck up for him to lose it at this point. Do we agree?
I mean, we'll get a scoring system up, but I think
it'll be... Yeah, I'll tell you in a little bit what I have. I still don't have it up yet, but I'll tell you, and at that point we'll talk. So...
I think at that point it will have to be a pretty big fuck up. Look at the points Frabo got.
Wow. Frabo's back in contention.
Faber's in second.
Yeah, absolutely. At least. Here's a question. The decisive moment of this stage, even for Frabo, second to final climb, Joe Whiteley decides to wait for the domestique, either because he feels he needs him, or because maybe he needs them for that protection that he might not have had as much as Frabo. I don't know. This was definitely the wrong move for Joe. It didn't look bad at the time, but what was Joe thinking here? Did he really need that domestique, or did he miscalculated it?
I don't think he was going to get set. I think when they pushed 99 in that descent because, well, let's be honest, they were a mess at the peloton. The gap was too short. I think even if he survived.
No. The gap was too short after he got dropped. He got dropped because he decided to wait for his domestique instead of chasing Frabo. So clearly that wasn't the right decision. So why would he make that?
I don't know. I think either way he's not getting second. He might have saved one, but I don't think you can say
that was a sure thing.
I don't think it cost him second. I don't think.
All right, we have an updated classification, and it's not looking bad for Leo. It's not looking bad for Frabo. It has looked better for others, though. So, Leo Falandri, 194 points, virtual champion of the world, but only by 10 because Grandissimo Frabo is back in the fight, 184, 10 points behind Leo. And then Joe Whiteley, 138. So these 56 points is not exactly what Joe wanted to hear right now. And it's even worse for Hershey. Former second place is now fourth with 110. 84 points behind Leo Falandri. That's all she wrote for Harsh, maybe even for Joe, probably. And then Eber fifth, 96. Outside chance of a medal, but not looking that good. And Mir was in the mud with 75.
Is it? Joe's not totally out of it.
Yeah, 56 points, not completely out. It depends a lot on final classification of the stage, not just these. These are first cats, not HCs. Quick reminder that it was changed, so I don't know if DB wasn't updated or if it's just going to be calculated as such. I'm trying to understand that, but right now, quick reminder. So Leo leading, Frabo 10 points behind, and only 56 points behind is Leo. Joe. And then 74, I think, is Hashi behind, and then over 98 is Ibra, and even more is Miro already out of the contention for the gold. And even hard for him to get bronze at this point, albeit not mathematically impossible. But right now, the big fight is Leo Frabo and on the outside, Joe, maybe.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're El Grandissimo Frabo and you're 10 points behind Leo, still with a big shot at a gold medal, what do you guys do? Do you maintain your offensive stance, or do you try and be a little bit colder in this final stage?
I don't think Leo's going to let Frabo go in the same way. But if he does,
will he try and go?
This is Frabo we're talking about. He will. I think he will try.
Yellings, would you try?
Well, I like the way Frabo rides the race. He's
Who doesn't? Sports entertaining.
that's the thing. It's entertaining, and I like taking the risk. So I would. My gameplay is sadly not as good as Frabo's, so usually I get caught when I'm doing stuff like he's doing. But I hope he tries to go for it.
All right. Swagson says it's Frabo. He might go. Leo won't let him go. Hillings probably agrees with that, but says I would try and go. My answer. I could see it going either way for myself, but most likely I would very much wait until the last moment I could to decide it. Because if I was 10 points behind, heck, I can do this just staying in the peloton as long as it's not a break to steal that many points if I'm there at least, and if I could be a good position to fight for the stage. So right now, I'd be a bit torn, and I would wait until the last possible moment to commit to that possible attack.
But there's also, I'm going to point it out, the Agnello, which is the third of the first cat. That could be a place I think we'll see a lot of movement. And that will be the big climb before the finish. I know there's a big one there, but that down descent is an absolute shitter.
So, the main question we need to do, because we already talked about title chances, but if you're Miru, Ibra, and Hush right now, and even Joe, because he's closer fighting for the medals like bronze than for gold, realistically, although it's still possible for him, that will be an amazing story, but it's not looking good. So if you're Joe, Hush, Ibra, and Miru, and particularly Hush and Joe, they're close to each other in the fight for bronze. Ibra isn't that far off, a little bit already, like 42 points behind Joe, while Hush is only 28, and add 21 more to Miru. That's 69. 69. No, that can't be right. 63, sorry, and that's Miru pretty much even with a tough chance of even getting a medal. So, but if you're the one of these guys, what's the strat here to try and steal the bronze medal to Joe Whiteley? Because there's a significant gap to even Miru, further to Hachi, so he has more options.
You've either got there's two options. One, you go for it. Go and get KOMs and hope it's a game of chicken behind. Or you be patient. You wait till the perfect time. Maybe wait till everyone makes mistakes, and then take advantage later on. Now there's too many KOMs up for grabs, which means the second option is risky if someone else beats you to the punch.
Show us the money, Emil. What's the score for Scats? Emil not showing us the money. Oh, there's gonna be a re. Or he's reloading. I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know why he's reading. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention. We peaked. At least I know this at 20 viewers. Thank you everyone for watching. Not our highest rating of all time, but still a good house. Thank you all for being here. And right now, Leo Falandri and Frabo. Who would have thought Frabo is the one putting up a magnificent fight after that stage 2? It's open between these guys. It is all on the open. And as we are waiting for the final stage to start, let's talk a little bit about Pro Cycling Manager 2023 now, instead of when our viewers are fleeing and avoiding the French national anthem or even the Italian one. So let's talk PCM. Guys, the first news I want to give to you, Harry, I'm all for gender equality and all of that. So it's big. It's so big. There's going to be women's rosters in PCM 2024.
What?
There's going to be women's rosters in PCM 2024.
Is that at 2024?
Yes, not 23.
Right.
Well, that's a good
I'm
thing.
sure that's gonna be good. At least we get like.
No, wait, I said 23. No, these are news for 24 and beyond. Sorry. Yeah, there's going to be women's rosters for PCM 24. Hooray.
Oh, so we actually gonna get like long-term.
We're going to have a women's DB for PCM 2024. Yes, an official one.
Ooh, that's gonna make things interesting. I mean, it's good to see them planning.
It's going to be like FIFA without the lack of steroids, I guess.
Yeah.
But
it'll be FIFA without paying £5 for something.
Well, there's that. Yeah. So pretty much without EA Sports.
Yes.
That's what you mean. But the biggest news, the one that actually matters to me the most, and it's not 2023, that was my mistake, sorry, it is for 2025, and here is I want to hear you guys, because this one is huge, short but huge. PCM, Pro Cycling Manager 2025, will present a new game engine.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's about time, because playing PCM on 60 FPS, that's rough. So hopefully, well, my biggest hope is they can take UFN as the game engine, but I highly doubt they will use that, because well, if EMEA is struggling with loading in 60 FPS in 10 minutes, it's going to struggle with really hard with 360 FPS.
Yeah. There we go. So, I mean, that's good to see that actually they're planning further forward as well. We're now getting news for future games.
But a new
I
game
re-
engine that would really be game changing, because that would require better PCs for all the players.
Yep.
And having a good computer would give you an advantage on FPS. And the game right now, if you look with full graphics, it's a really nice game. But if they can improve that, it will be a beautiful game.
Yeah. So that would be at least good to see them actually doing something to like maybe improve that, make it a bit more appealing for others to buy. That's gonna be really good. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. We've just got 23 to get through, then 24, and then 25. We can look forward to that.
Next thing we hope for is that they have the option to turn off wind.
That might actually be the next thing we look at. We need to go for the spam.
No, but it would be a nice thing for many stages to have, for the championships to have the opportunity to turn off the wind.
Yeah.
And
Especially, yeah.
And I'm
Go on.
I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can do something about track to make it more fluid when they get the new game engine, because track right now it seems it seems a bit laggy.
Yeah.
So hopefully they put some more effort into track and make it a more viable option for playing.
Yeah, I'm hopeful track can be at least improved. I guess give people a reason to play it as well. Yeah, as well. I found it the issue. I don't think people like new players who don't play track initially. It's because there's no motivation to play it in the first place. I'm hoping with this they might actually see some motivation.
For the team leaders, only
Like,
a true
give us a
climber
reason
can
to play
expect
it.
something out of today.
I wouldn't mind that actually. Need something to get the track numbers going.
Falling behind.
And we are underway and supplies for those. Oh my god. Who created this stage and who's putting houses in the middle of the road? Oh wait, I know who it was. It was. Oh dear. Oh, great stage making here. Everyone, we're actually going through buildings.
We'd love to see.
As we see, everyone. Yep, everyone's completely going on the attack, and no one's able to get away.
1, 2, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. My computer microphone crashed. Can you guys still hear me here?
Yes, we can hear you.
Alright, so I didn't hear your reactions to my announcement, which is sad, so if you guys could talk a little bit about it again, because I completely missed everything. My microphone died, and I'm trying to put it back on. It was a computer-related issue that I'm trying to fix. I think, well, not computer, it's software, so I should be fixing it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we got.
So you were talking about the game, and I was sad. Like I said, we're gonna have a new engine for 2025. What did you guys think about it?
Sorry, you start.
I think it's gonna make things better. Hopefully.
What? Sorry, Helix? Didn't hear that.
I said Swagson starts.
Okay, Swagson.
Yeah, what was I say? It should hopefully make things better, a bit more good to look at. I mean, if they can do update track within this update, that would be good. Because I think it needs a slight change. It does. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that can get one. Obviously, right now it's looked the same for a number of years.
What about road? The bread and butter, and not dissing track, but it's still very important to ask about road as well.
Road needs, same with road. It needs like a fresh lick of paint. It's just looked the same for a long time, and it's just not most appealing to look at. I'm hoping.
I think if they are able to increase from the FPS now, double it, and you will have a much more realistic look to the game.
Well, as long as the game, which with a new engine could be possible, could actually withstand processing, and perhaps not only we will have functional graphics, but maybe, if God help us, and I don't believe in God, but I respect those that do, and if God help us, maybe we could have a minimally functional engine that provides some interesting gameplay. And let's keep our viewers reminded that our sponsor is indeed R2 Cyanide and Focus. But could we have a game that works?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we got intermediate sprint, so we're just focusing on this.
Yeah,
Joe
I
Whiteley.
can't watch shit right now. Wait, I think I have visual on my phone
In
right now.
fact,
So
Joe takes it in front of Hush and Miru.
Yeah. And straight
okay,
to the
so if you
first
guys
part.
can call the action, I'm trying to get visual on my phone before I'm back on my computer, which should be soon.
Yeah.
Right
First
now
part.
they're starting the Fauniera, and everyone's together.
Yeah. And this could be a stalemate. I think everyone's got 4 up the front.
Do you think we will see attacks already in the first climax, for example?
I think we've got an attack behind. That's Joe Whiteley, and no one has responded. Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Well, this is what Joe has to do to have a chance.
Joe's gone early. There goes Leo. Leo's got him back. Got Laporte back. Hey, I understand what his climate. That's interesting.
But it's smart from Joe to try already now, and instead of wait until the next mountain, because then you have the long falls flat, which would cost a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So if he's lucky, he can build a gap of maybe a few minutes, because he has more men up the road.
Yeah. And the other thing as well, that falls flat may see people may just make people think, hang on, do I want to pace there? Like it's not the most appealing to pace on, but at the same time,
I'm back in the boot properly. I have visual on the lobby. Thank you guys for being here, or this would have been a very big salad moment.
a big silence.
Yes. What did I miss?
The Joe attack. That's what you missed.
Normal break, not leaders, or everyone else in their
Leader.
mark? Ooh, interesting.
Joe's gone with his leader.
He has
Everyone
a
else is.
wing gap now, and Leo is the one who has to work for it.
Yeah, Leo's the one who's worked. He brought back Laporte, he did. He's dead. And that gap is going up. And up and up.
It's my question, and it's an important one. Is it too soon? Is he playing for the KOMs and the sprints and hoping for the best? What's going on here with this attack tactically, in your opinion, guys?
Well, we saw Frabo attack from the get-go on stage 2, so you never know.
This is a tough stage. It depends. Depends how much they mess up the control of it as well. That could easily happen. Is that Joe's leader? That is Joe's leader. Wow, so he's got there very quickly. He has. This might not be bad for some though, because they can sit on, wait up, and use them, and basically have an advantage. We said that has basically got well, he's in a good position for the narrow sections. We'll have 4 riders. I presume he'll take 4 riders over. Gap is 2 minutes, but the people behind have all got a free ride right now, and that would be everyone.
Trying to understand since I just rejoined. Joe has everyone here.
He's got 4 riders.
He's left, right?
He's got 4 riders. He will.
All right. So Husky and Bravo and someone else are up the road. I think Miru maybe.
Yeah, Miru and Hush.
Okay.
There's attack, and Frabo is complaining about red car.
The Red Car of Doom. We do remind everyone that the Red Car of Doom was disqualified after an early round, but only for that event. We could not ban it from the World Championship for technical reasons. So, in the meantime, he was also joined by the Green Car. So these things happen.
So that's maybe one of the main thing we can hope for with the new game engine, that we
Oh, good reminder.
avoid these incidents with green car, red car.
Oh yes.
So you're telling me that your expectation is to have a game where unnecessary objects in the road would not hurt the gameplay? That's the dream, man. Can we have that? Let's see. That's the
Imagine.
dream. That's the imagine, man. I don't know.
We just saw a rock covering half the road, so
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that too. There's a lot of so many awesome situations about realistic awesome graphics that we will lose if the engine is good, but all good things must come to an end, you know.
But hey, maybe in 2 years we can have dogs running out in the road.
The
tripping
big dogs, hopefully.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, that's true. Might even get. maybe
I
having-
believe this would be
maybe
Gegenhardt, Thomas, maybe Carr or Yates.
Yates. It's Yates. 100%.
It's Yates. Okay, that's a good choice actually. So Joe Whiteley has reached the front of the race, and it's not a particularly. I don't even know if this is the gap. Who's here? Break or leaders? Just his, right?
Just his
Okay.
leader.
Yes, just his. Okay.
Leo is now.
Oh, but Leo's chasing, and Leo does not want to give room to anyone, especially Joe after what happened with the Grandissimo Fabo. So when that 12 gap, but there's now the fight for them ranking points, and it's gonna be Gegenhardt.
Yates has made it over.
I think so. I'm trying to see gaps here after the.
I think
what's-
everyone.
I think so. What's the game plan here, guys? If you're Joe,
The game plan, he's got to take it nice and easy. Well, he's got to go on pace, obviously. But he's now basically time trialing against people behind who will now be attempting to get him back. He's going to be now likely disadvantaged on green. So he's going to have to make it up on Sampire, Agnello, and Isward. Get enough of a gap potentially for the Grand on.
The only thing that's positive for Joe is that he beat Leo Flandry in the TTT, so there is hope for him.
There is hope.
there's really not. There's really not, because if Leo places better than him, regardless of position, Leo will take it all pretty much.
The rider has just climbed into the support vehicle.
Yeah.
His race is over.
And I think that since TTTs are over, Joe is more concerned. Well, Joe and Leo, even Miru, although Miru is out of it at this point, were the three guys that could still reach some of these overall classifications, and that now all of them are looking good for Leo Falandri. That might be the biggest winner, not just of the evening, but maybe even of the World Championships, because he would add a couple of overalls with finally that gold medal that he has been searching for so long. Is this a feel-good story, guys? Maybe.
The thing is now that if Joe should be able to keep this by a miracle, then everyone will be sitting on Leo's wheel, and when it comes down to it, Leo won't score KOM points, he won't score points in the end. So this could be this is really challenging for Leo at the moment.
But it's not the big of a gap right now as we entered our second climb of the day.
I'd also like to point out something. I think this is accidental for Miru. I think Miru accidentally, this is definitely not on purpose, no, Miru, this is accidental. I think he's inadvertently helped Joe a little bit in that descent.
Well, I'm sure it would be anything that would not help Leo would be accidental by Miru. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but I just know that he probably didn't realise it. Joe's got his punch and Leo's going to use his chance to close up. Ibra's gone as well.
Wow, Ibra going, and Leo is already about to reach Joe, and
oh no, but Joe goes again. Joe goes again.
Joe accelerates. As I was gonna say, Miru dropping, well, not dropping on purpose, but having those riders dropped could have actually helped Leo there close, but Joe accelerating into oblivion. Is the pressure getting to Joe?
He's going to. Joe's racing is very aggressively. And I think he's going for the KOMs he is. Grabber, by the way, caught napping Push and Miru.
This might start to become complicated for the ones behind these two, though.
They need to get a move on. They need to get a
Yeah,
move
if
on.
they don't move on in this climb, this could start to become a worry.
Well, speaking of the stage win, Ibra probably in the best position for that.
These three, actually. Sorry, yeah, I forgot Ibra was there.
Ibra doesn't really have to do anything this stage. He's lost far behind, and we know that it's a battle for the gold. It's a battle for the overall. So this is a battle between Joe and Leo. So Ibra can just coast to the finish.
Yeah, but he's definitely gonna need pretty much at this point
are
to
all
win if he
together
wants
now.
like bronze. Ibra, and yeah, everyone's back together, and who's left is Hamasika at the front, 52 seconds, going into the next KOM. Quality
Ibra's
some
I think we see a move. We might see a move from Ibra.
Ibra's in the best position to go, but
will he?
not quite there. Push, by the way, and Forever we're at the front in that descent for after the first cap one. Push has gone again. He might be getting a lot of points, but his 78 mountain is one of the most crucial.
Yeah, and as we know, the 78 mountain is not particularly your poster war for long efforts like this one.
No, it could easily be a case that Push and Forever actually end up losing theirs earlier. And let's say others have it on the descent of the Iswad, that's not a good thing to be caught.
Yeah. I get Joe at this point, well, not at this point, at the point that he moved, trying to get a move on Leo, trying to get the risk because he has a lot of points that he needed to recover. I get that. But if you're Frabo and you're only 10 points behind Leo, which is far more controllable, would you want to waste your rider like that in an effort like this?
If you get the KOM points, it's fine. If you don't get the KOM points,
there you go.
It's a big yikes. It's a big risk.
And Emea just was actually reminding me, but I was already talking about it. Leo should move on. He can't afford Frabo farming the KOMs. This is true. But if he wins them, that's the big. Would be the big.
And we can see already that Leo is now reduced to only 2 riders.
Will Joe try and keep 4 over?
Can Leo fold like an accordion here?
Well, it's the puncher for Joe who's gone, so he will have a long descent to recover and come back.
Leo, knowing that he lost the valuable helper, needs to accelerate and try and make sure that everyone loses them.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of Joe's domestique, but that's gonna be harder than he thinks. He's gone, but I think this is Joe maybe trying to keep him over, or has he lost his?
I think he did lost his, and
I don't know because
I'm trying to find out. But we're gonna see Hamasika takes the KOM, and Frabo manages.
Miru, big really Miru.
Frabo gets the second place. Joe losing the domestique. But he's gonna recover him in the downhill.
Yates will be there. The big thing is Simon Carr.
Carr's gone. Carr's out.
Carr's out. I think Carr's out. But if we could check, Emil.
How far behind is Carr? Because if he comes back, that could.
Not here. A little bit behind him. A1 maybe.
He should be behind.
No, A2. Who's that? Oh,
that would be A2, but A2 isn't that far. If we could see A2, no.
Oh no,
he's done. He's out. He's
out. He's not gonna make it back.
But he still has the extra man on Leo if he can get Yates back, correct?
Yes, he definitely have 1 extra.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see Joe working in this decision.
Things technically getting interesting. Does at the front have the choice, the chance for some KOMs, but for Joe, for example, which we are seeing right now with Leo, even for Leo to defend himself from Frabo, not taking these KOMs, this is not the best position for them right now.
I don't know. Agnello could be a decider already. Agnello could decide a lot.
Do they work together here? I don't think Joe has an obligation, but given that there's 3 people ahead of him in those KOMs, could we see that cooperation here? I see Joe facing a little bit as well in the downhill.
I think he's cooperating.
Yeah.
It's 2v4, but as we all know, sometimes a bigger group does not mean better cooperation.
Indeed. It's a bit counterproductive for Joe, although I obviously understand it, because he needs to not let the gap increase, he needs to get his helper back. This is a bit of a divided situation.
Wait for the Yates attack potentially. He might come across with someone who attacks in.
Oh, he's in a good gap for that right now. We're so close.
Watch an attack. Oh, well,
It's Davide Forvolo attacking at the front. We go check, and there he goes. No immediate response in the shock of the moment by Sika or whoever Miru has. There's no immediate response in the moment, but they'll try to pace him back. However, 4.9 from the intermediate sprint, they need to hurry.
That is something. Joe has got full riders.
Joe got car, and Joe pounces back in Leo Foundry again. We need to see if Leo has the third guy back. No, he doesn't. It's 2.
And
this could
Joe,
really hurt Leo.
Oh,
is this going to hurt Leo?
Pino passing in the front there. Did I see it correctly?
Guys, remember opening tour.
Yeah.
So try to get onto my wheel. Made a mess of it and basically lost the stage. Joe's trying to use numbers to his advantage. I think Leo's just got away with it. That's going to use a lot of bars.
Or now, but we still have another 2 climbs to go before even the final one. Here's the question: 4 versus 2. Could this be the game changer?
We can see that Pyria Pentrag already used all his red.
Yeah.
To get back, so he will have a hard time recovering because Joe probably won't slow down too much now.
And in fact, Leo's stayed behind there. He didn't even look at it going for it.
Frabo is the virtual champion of the world with a matter of 10 points in the KOM, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder. Without the intermediate sprint, sorry.
But
Right now,
there's a lot of points for Joe to.
Yeah. I agree. I was mentioning that earlier. I'm talking to him. Sorry, I did mention that earlier. That the problem for them at this point, both of them, but Leo as well as Joe, because both still want the victory. Frabo is ahead of them, farming them ranking points. This isn't good for them at all.
yeah, this is trouble now behind.
Any advantage that they could at some point get with the stage could be nullified by Frabo here for a twist of fate almost to get the world championship from Leo.
Yeah, but the fairy tale is over for
now. For now.
Yeah, but now Frabo has to do all the work in the back because Hush and Ibra has no obligation towards Frabo's work.
Big question still is 4 versus 2. How much can this be a game changer for Leo Falangri?
I tell you now, if he can get to the steep part without Joe attacking, that might be over. Oh, I think Joe's just attacked. Joe's just attacked.
Leave. We'll do that Matt later. Joe
attacked.
Leo Falangri's always following.
Yes. He's got to. He's got to be in no man's land otherwise.
Got to indeed, but how much is it dire for him to waste that energy when he doesn't have that extra man like Joe did? And still has. Frabo actually joins.
Now Leo has to follow again.
And this is where Frabo might be offending with his aggressiveness at this point. It might not help him. He manages to close. As long as he doesn't go, he might still be in a good position here.
One thing I can say now for Leo, everyone pretty much has 3 riders. And they
what
might
does he do? Does he attack to try and drop everyone else's helpers?
He's got to make sure they do not have team. I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble, no matter what he does. If he goes hard on the Agnello, I think, and tries to drop every domestique possible, I think leaders.
It's Miru. It's Miru getting to the front. Miru is getting to the front. Let's see if he just gonna put pace or.
Now it's a battle of not having Godon join the peloton again.
Yeah.
He's close. He's too close. Joe's going to look at that. And
Everyone needs to look at that if they want to beat Leo Falandri.
But how
and,
dead is he? How dead is he? Go to it.
He's gonna get there, but how long can he be kept if they keep the pressure? Big question.
He's gonna start struggling quick.
Yep. And Miru immediately trying to take care of Godon. Credit to him, but let's see how far either him or Joe that are well placed right now in the battle can actually strike with a definitive attack.
Miru's going.
And,
Miru's going.
speaking of which,
And
Miru
Joe's following.
accelerates.
Joe's gonna go. Leo's gonna follow.
Leo needs to take advantage as Godon for as long as he has him to close these.
That's all Godon now has to do. Close.
Yep, and he's
Hey,
done. I can think.
And that's,
He's
that,
done.
that's it for him.
He's done.
He's
He's
done.
done.
And Joe Whiteley sees he's done, pounces back on Leo Falandri. Leo Falandri moves to Pino Epinependre. He needs to close this ASAP. He's closing it, and Frabo has the
closed
formation following it.
But
Is
don't
that-
be surprised if Joe keeps the pressure on. Joe could easily keep the pressure. No, he doesn't.
But
Goodbye, Simon Carr, and then
I
there were
think, I
three
think
for
we
Joe.
will see an attack from Frabo very soon.
And we're seeing the positioning. Let's see if he pounces on it. It's looking like that. I would agree.
Faber's going. Faber will.
Push is getting to the front as well.
This stage has been a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 by Frabo and Joe so far, so it's really hard for Leo to get something out of this. He just has to try and survive and be there.
81.3 kilometers. We are into
Faber's
Agnello.
going. Thank you.
And this is the inline final solo final day world championship. If it doesn't get closer than this in the road, at least, because everyone's trying to pounce on the dead king, quote unquote.
Now Ibra is going.
Ibra
Faber,
is
Leo.
going. I'm
Pace
not
is
sure.
high at the moment.
Wait.
Faber's alone. Faber's
Frabo's
alone.
alone. Oh, Frabo
Oh, this is
overcooked it.
trouble. He's in.
Frabo overcooked it. Frabo overcooked it.
Now you're going to see every 78 who's gone too early get punished. There goes Leo's.
Yeah, and Frabo now needs to keep this pressure because he also lost his and he needs to go. And Joe and Miru and Ahashi need to respond ASAP.
Ibra. Oh, there. Oh, Ibra. Okay. Those who don't. Has Ibra got enough energy? I don't know. On the
We're not
yet.
sure. It's still a long 2.5 is an eternity until the climber and trying to keep a domestique.
Miru's done a great job with domestiques, seemingly.
Elegantissimo Frabo might lose the clear web here for Leo Falandri because Leo Falandri is about to approach him. Let's see who takes it. It's going to be Leo Frabo. Maybe Ibra. Ibra loses the helper. 1-1.
Ibra's not enough.
Again, Joe putting his own pace, trying to preserve the domestique for as long as he can. Is he going to get haunted by this?
Let's see the gap. Oh, the gap's going to be quite a lot.
Yep,
If they get something going, E3 might not get something going, you know.
It's not particularly looking good for those in the back, to be honest.
Yeah, but they've got 76 kilometers. Oh, they got.
I saw some wiggling there from Pinot. Wasn't my impression? It was too quick because I was looking to my left screen as well.
And
One
they
of
know
them-
they're all dead at the top.
So now it's the
Oh, damn.
It's less physically
Yeah,
I didn't
all
notice
dead.
the others. I was just really focusing Pinot for that quick look.
Joe and
Everyone-
Miru are in a great position. They've got teammates.
And it's 2 minutes. If they work at the front, do they have a shot if they're cooperative for some reason?
Oh, this could be interesting. I
Lucky-
mean, they've got no option. They've got to cooperate.
We quickly look at. There's a lot of points. Some only for Leo. So Leo needs to make the stage happen to save his world championship here at the very least. I can't do the math so far, but I see a lot of points that do not involve Leo. Some that do, but some that don't, and there's a lot of them for Frabo and Joe as well.
Sorry, I was gone for the top of Agnello. What happened?
It was an attack from everyone on their mod, meaning Frabo, Leo followed, Ibra managed to follow them as well, and Miru, Leo, I guess Hachi as well were playing to keep the domestique, and the gap opened.
So right now, it should be Ibra who's going for the stage win, based on the work that's been done.
I guess theoretically, but if he wants it, he might come to have to work with these guys. But he's also in a position to not care and say, "Yeah, you guys work. Fuck that."
That's the thing. Ibra doesn't have to work.
Well, yeah, he doesn't. But at some point, if he sees that it could help him, if the other's getting too close, would you, Hillings, if you were him, if you felt that you could need that for to fight for the stage with the others?
In this position where Ibra's in the final, and knowing that Leo and Frabo is 1 and 2, I would sit and do absolutely nothing. I would
Guys,
wait.
yeah, sorry, Hillings, keep going.
No, I would wait
Okay.
all I could. I could even, because Ibra should have so good bars compared to Frabo and Leo Flandre now that he could even sprint for the first cat.
Guys, quick update. So far, quick match from our booth. And Emea says 11 points for Leo, 26 for Frabo in them ranking points, as I like to call them, both IS KOMs. So 15-point advantage for Frabo. Frabo is currently leading the World Championship by 5 points.
Well, if he wins the stage, Leo Flandre, and well, 15 points is not enough.
No,
for
5 points.
Frabo.
He's leading for 5 points because he had 10 at this match, so it's not enough. It's very leveled right now.
It's 5 points, so it all comes down to who does best on the stage.
Indeed, but for the guys in the back, those two, Miru and Hush, particularly still looking for a medal. Joe, in a perfect world, maybe still a gold if he could take advantage of the situation, but we don't know if that will be the case. Behind, surely they need to work together, right?
Yeah, they have to. There's no option.
I think Joe's gonna go, not sure. He's taking the front of the race, and usually when Joe takes the front of the race...
If no one does anything, he'll go.
If they want a medal, they have to catch them, because
Yeah, I want to see if they will...
They're going backwards.
I want to see if they'll cooperate or not here. It's important.
Doesn't seem to be the case.
No, there's no cooperation.
So this is Miru striking.
Oh, Joe's gonna go backwards.
Joe living on the edge there. Gonna follow Hushi.
Ibra is losing his helper.
Well,
Yeah.
there was never a real shot for him to get them as soon as he dropped them, unless they slowed completely down in this race, and even at the front for a little bit.
Oh, but it could be good to have if they were to come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard to keep him with all this movement that they're trying to do here, if they keep doing it. Now it's Joe.
Joe's gonna counter.
Yeah, because these guys are starting to see their life going backwards in this final, so to speak.
It's cat and mouse. They won't win.
I think so as well. With this attack and counter attack, I think this is gonna be for these two guys. Do you agree?
Oh, I think it's up top. It's up top. 100%.
Yeah, Joe already saying. I just realized to Hush. Hush already complaining it's finished. Joe is it is if you don't work. I think Joe is right, but I think we still have a great race here at the front to see between these two guys for the goal. So I do think that them not working at the back is gifting gold to either Frabo or Leo, and possibly even the chance of a medal for them.
I think what's happening now is that you see the medalists up front, because realistically Ibra should have the best bars, so he should be able to win the stage, and Leo Flandre and Frabo has such a good gap off the first two stages.
Well, the thing is, Ibra was 42 points behind Joe, so he's gonna need stage win for sure. Can he do it? I mean, he theoretically great bars, theoretically, but he's playing against one of the best players in the world, and the other also a very experienced one in Frabo. So what's his?
But you can see Ibra is not doing anything. He's
Playing
doing
it smart.
he's doing the best thing he can. He's letting them work. He's going for the stage win, going for the bronze.
ASG asking for team play in the chat, I guess.
No, I don't
telling
think
Hush not to pass ever, and I think this is what I'm understanding, and to make Joe fall. Miru is very bad. I think Hashi, what he's doing at this point, same with, I don't know who the other one is.
If it
Like,
was team
maybe-
play, wouldn't Ibra
It's the other
have
one. It's,
back?
fuck if I know, man. It's
Oh,
Joe, it's
no.
Hush, and someone else. Miru.
maybe,
Yes,
yeah.
Miru. Well, Miru that doesn't really care at this point, so I think Hush, who's in a better position to fight with Joe, might be pretty much getting intercourse with himself at this point by not working.
And Ibra just got 10 points.
Good for the Slovenian in his fight
This
against
time will allow
Joe
the
Whiteley,
riders to
actually.
recover
Very
from
good.
their earlier
The
efforts.
Slovenian slash French slash Tunisian.
Well, it's a French Slovenian rider. He's a French nationalistic Tunisian rider slash Slovenian because he has Pogacar. Yes, thank you, Hillings.
And member of PCM UK.
Yes. It's a Russian salad of nationalities. I dig. I love.
And it's increasing.
Oh,
215 is. Could this be enough? Probably is.
I think it's just about enough. I think they're fine up front.
Yeah. It's gonna be important to see what these guys here and those at the back do in the downhill. For now, Frabo and Leo seem to be giving all they have here.
But the only way the three in front, if I'm done with the others, just relay behind. But I think even there is too late.
I was gonna say that. I think that even with them passing in the downhill at this point, it's not becoming it's not reducing it enough. Might be too late, as you said.
It's too late. Yeah, it's far too late.
So the big fight is here at front group.
Let's bear in mind there's also a Cat 3 coming up.
So this is where we're gonna focus here because this is the fight for the gold medal, and this might be the feel-good story for Leo Falandri, and we want to be there if that happens. This could also be the glorious moment for Frabo. I do agree with that, Emma. Especially in this year. This year specifically, yes, I do agree with that. I don't know.
Has Ibra scored points earlier in the stage?
Now, in what?
Has Ibra scored any points earlier in the stage?
Not sure. Relevant ones? I don't think so. So in that regard, I think Joe has been defending himself well, and Ibra definitely needs the stage win here to get a good gap on Joe. So quite possible as we go to Briançon.
Question is, when will Ibra make his deciding move?
He'll be on Grand on 100%.
Surely has to be, right?
Yeah.
But Leo already accelerating into Briançon. Gets the KOM. I didn't see who was second.
I think it
So-
might be either.
Leo trying.
It doesn't really matter because it comes down to the finish.
It was actually Bertert, Frabo second. It does, but if they end up second, third, for some reason, these points that they've gathered through the stage, I don't know if they had any aside those 15, could come to make a difference. Right now they don't, and I think they probably won't, but every point is going to count now. So better be safe than sorry. Because I'm sure they don't have like a notebook in the hand at this point to do the exact math. So for them,
Careful.
for them, every point matters, and Ibra needs to keep up. Ibra needs to keep up here if he wants to see his
The
efforts
Granon
rewarded.
is HC climb, right?
Yes. I don't know if it gives points though. I'm
Yes,
Yeah.
50 points.
okay. Yeah, then those points will actually matter indeed.
So right now there's
Yeah, it's HC.
3 points between them. So
Give or take, I think.
no, they won't matter in the end.
Yeah, I think it's a very short gap, so it won't matter. But they're not exactly sure. That I was saying they probably don't have a notebook in the hand counting like us. So for them, every point matters at this.
Yeah.
we would have to see either Frabo or Leo completely breaking down to.
Yeah, I don't think group's gonna come back, so we want to keep an eye on E1 where the decision for gold is going to be. That is where I want to be, and Ibra needs to play catch up and not fall behind here if he has the energy for that.
Ibra should be in the wheel of Leo.
Yeah,
Is this where the
perfectly.
experience for the others can come back to haunt Ibra?
I mean, if he should have better bars. But someone's been
Here.
dropped. Oh.
No, 3 riders in each group.
It was briefly, very briefly.
So one of those gaps.
The riders are going through
It doesn't really matter. We just want to see who has dropped here because unless the other group makes it, there's no point on watching it until after this one finishes to be sure
It's
who
not
takes the medals.
closing. It's very close.
It's definitely not closing it. It's 145 for like 6 kilometers. It's not going to happen unless they die here. And Ibra playing it on the razor's edge. See if it pays off for the PCM UK guy.
At some point, Ibra will go.
I have to say, with the situation that this stage had, the way that they've been offensive, it comes to energy management, I think between those two, because it doesn't matter if they don't win as long as one finishes ahead of the other, I think it's looking good theoretically for Leo, right?
I would back Leo in an energy management battle.
Which is at this point.
And Frabo has been alone longer than Leo.
Oh, I think Fabo's going to die early here.
But Leo had lots of attacks to close. And Leo went to the front earlier, so could be that Frabo actually takes this.
I could be that Frabo dies early here, but the big question here, like you said, a lot of work for Leo to do. But like we've talked about earlier, Frabo in response and attack and offensive, he's not the guy with the most finesse there is. So he might have spent some energy here to respond, to join this attack, to work here, to get this going. How big is the pressure for Leo Falandri right now?
He's just got to nail this. He's just got to nail the 3 kilometers now. Frabo
proving the favoritism of Leo wrong in the energy management game, but there's still 2.7 kilometers to go. The fight for the gold medal is here. It's here.
And Ibra is playing it like a cold fish.
Because Ibra's playing. He just needs to survive this wave and then pound on them.
There we go.
Right now, Tadej Pogačar goes. Ibra going for the bronze medal. Let's see if they're going to be allowed. They just need to focus on each other, but Leo Falandri is accelerating for some reason, and Ibra's going to take Frabo with him. Frabo is his wheel. Frabo needs to survive here for the medal. Leo needs to outpace Frabo here for the medal, and Frabo needs to outpace Leo here for the medal, and Frabo's dead. Leo Falandri's going to take the title. Leo Falandri is the champion of the world, unless he fumbles. He has it. It's for Leo. Leo is going to get his redemption.
And Ibra is winning the stage and getting the bronze medal in front of Joe. Joe has to settle for 4th place.
Congratulations, Leo Falandri, my friend. You are the fucking champion of the world. You made it.
I'll tell you what, Hush would have come back at the end.
Hush with a massive sprint.
Hush with the massive sprint steals the medal to Joe Whiteley. Joe Whiteley ends up taking 0 gold medals in the World Championship. Am I correct? I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
Unless you want something in track, you are correct.
No, he did not.
Well, that's a surprise.
That's the curse of all the finals. Joe Whiteley participated in every single road final there is. Won none.
Well,
Congratulations, Joe Whiteley. But this is your night, Leo Falandri. Congratulations, my friend. You are the champion of the world, and you finally made it.
No, I think Leo's got it.
No, Leo absolutely has that. I think.
I mean, it's saying Les Faber's got too much KOM, but I don't think he has enough. Remember, Leo had a buffer as well, a 10-point buffer.
We are hoping tonight, here to listen from Leo Falandri, crowned Champion of the World of Inline, Champion of the World of Overall Road, Champion of the World of Track plus Road Overall, and most likely Champion of the World of Solo plus Team Overall. This is your night, Leo. Congratulations, man. You are the world champion.
He finally does it.
This was a long quest for Leo Falandri, but I think that he has it. We're gonna wait for the confirmation of the KOMs. I don't want to spoil it, like say 100% sure, but I think it's in the back. I think this is definitely the night for Leo Falandri, and damn, has he worked for this! What a fantastic feel-good story right now.
He's come so close on so many occasions. He has. He probably has too many he probably looked at things. Can I just get that either inline classics or tour gold somewhere?
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear that, Swax.
He probably looked down this and thought, yes, he's won a road this is now his second road solo. He probably looked at it this year and thought, I may have won road solo, but I don't
think he gave a fuck about that. I think he definitely wanted that medal in a discipline.
Yeah, he wanted that gold in a discipline. And he's finally
and you shall receive, Piero. I haven't been looking at all of it, but there's been a lot of bullshit in French that I can actually understand. So, yeah, fuck that. I don't have time for that shit. It's the final day. I vowed to ban someone today, and someone made it to be banned, even if on Twitch. So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm not happy I had to ban, but just that tradition is there, I guess.
Yeah.
A big question here. Joe kind of suicidal at Angel, not really following perhaps as he should. What happened there? Did the pressure got to Joe as well?
He wanted to save domestiques.
The second time in this final.
It's
that he
easy.
Does that.
I think that comes down to like how much you want to be in control. The problem is, and this is what I found on this year's game, control.
This year's edition is so unforgiving for energy. Shouldn't he have been focusing on closing Leo there?
I think it was like, as soon as it got to 2 minutes, it was too late.
Well, I'll definitely have some unforgiving questions for Joe, because as much as friends and all that crap, I'm here to make the troublesome questions. So I want to hear everyone. So, guys, before we start, let's move to interviews to see who joins us.
Hopefully we'll get a standing soon. Wait.
Okay, we are back. Joe Helix, I invited you. We're back. There we go. We're back in the interviews channel. We are indeed waiting for the official standings. Ben Young, if you're listening to me, for the love of everything that there is, send it to me first so we can announce it on stream.
Yeah, okay. I've just had a double check. I have.
Oh, you actually went and saw the... Yeah, I'm dealing so much.
I'm looking at the exports. Oh, I think Leo's run it.
So I think everything is within the head calculations done here in the booth, and that Leo Falandri gets his crowning moment. So that's a great feel-good story for Leo Falandri.
I haven't calculated bronze. I think it's Ibra, but I'm not going to go and do the calculation. I'm too lazy to do that.
I'm pretty sure it's Ibra's bronze medal. Especially
this is
Joe fell down to 5th place in the finish.
Guys, I need to interject here for a little bit, play devil's advocate, because I know Ibra is a very, very demanding person, wants the best, like everyone that's racing wants the best outcome. But shouldn't he be very happy with this bronze medal? It's quite the achievement, especially in inline, especially against guys like Leo. There was the Joes, there was the Miru, the Hushies. There was quite the stacked lobby. And
there was definitely, he should be happy about it. And based on the text I got from him, he seems very hyped.
All right, that's awesome. Very, very happy for Ibra. If Bravo takes 20 more, yeah, that's not going to happen.
He hasn't.
He hasn't. We're having the confirmation.
Leo's got a lot of KOM points, by the way.
Can someone ping the appropriate? There's no role, so I guess I have to ping by name. Yeah, there's no role. So I guess Joe Politely, Leo Philandry, Grandisi Frabel, Ibram. Where's Ibra's Lachlan is here. It's
If a man
Harty.
doesn't everyone ping, I'm not going to be happy.
And no. I'm just specifically pinging the 6 finalists.
Yes. Good. That means I won't get the there.
All right, we are waiting, and let's see if someone joined. Let me take a quick look. No, we are. We're still waiting for a finalist to join us.
Dun dun dun.
Indeed, lost suspense as we wait to hear the first words of our newly crowned champion of the world in many things, but I think the one he cares the most right now is Inline Leo Philandry. Frabo, so close and yet so far. One more time after 3 finals 2 or 3 years ago, manages to not get it again. Is silver and bronze medal for Ibra debut at winning medals in this championship, world championship, and already goes like two bronze medals, 2 important medals for him. We are going to hear in just moments the Philandry, but we have the official classification. Ladies and gentlemen, in 6th place is Miru, 110 points. In 5th place is Hashi, 178 points. In 4th place, it's the heartbreak story for Joe Whiteley of all road finals and no gold medal. He's 4th place with 183 points. In 3rd place is Zlatan Ibrahimovic with 225 points. Then in 2nd place comes Leo Philandry. No, I'm kidding. In 2nd place is Salcandissimo Frabo with 270 points. And Leo Philandry, ladies and gentlemen, is finally the champion of the world, 290 points. He's our winner, and we're going to listen to him right about now. Leo Philandry, join us.
Hello.
Welcome. Many congratulations, man. That was the crowning achievement, your crowning achievement moment. You got it all. But it wasn't easy, though. Talk to us.
Yeah,
How do you feel, man?
Joe made me sweet in last stage, and it was hard, but I think I deserve it, and it's good that I finally get it.
My God, you
I'm so
definitely
happy.
worked for it. I was actually shouting for you in stream as you were crossing the finish line. Quite happy that you finally managed to end this curse. Tell us a little bit about your race, because that wasn't easy, as you were saying.
Yeah, I could win the first one, so that's always good in inline. And second stage was a bit weird, but I managed to get second, which made me in a very good situation. Yeah.
You were controlling the race, as you said. You got the 1-2 in each stage. It seemed it was going well, but wow, this last stage was chaotic. So many attacks for you to close. Joe at the front at one point, Frabo, you and Ibra then do that move. There was a lot of confusion going on. Were you confident that you could outperform Frabo in the energy management, as close as it could be, but that you could do it to take your gold medal?
To be honest, last stage I didn't play good. Like I think Joe played 80% of the stage better than me, but I made the great clutch decision to follow Frabo move. And yeah, I mean I was confident to beat him because I saw he really did ride the first half of the stage almost alone with his leader. So
Yep. I was gonna ask you regarding numbers as well, because at some point it was the world versus you almost, and you had 2 guys only. Did you think you could have it lost at that point?
yeah, at that point I wasn't confident at all. Like I was say in voice with Snake and saying I'm fucked, I can't win.
How do
But
you mentally? How do you carry on? Well, I have 2 guys, but I have to keep going. How do you remain cold at that point? Ice cold.
I mean, I don't think I am the best player to talk about that ice cold, but
Well, you did deliver it today, that's for sure. So that was an
yeah.
amazing performance.
See, I didn't even talk in the chat, so it's pretty rare.
Question here from Emma. I was actually going to get that, but this is good that he actually gets to this because we also want to hear this immediately. How much pressure did you have on the last climb, and what was going through your mind at that specific point? Because everything was going to get decided there.
Yeah, I mean, first part of last climb, I was still worried, but then more and more, I became more and more confident. So, I mean, in last kilometers, I was pretty sure it was gonna be for me.
At that point, there was Zebra moving for the stage. That didn't really matter to you.
Yeah.
You just needed to beat Frabo. So at that point, you were feeling, okay, I have this. I think I've played a little bit better in the energy management chapter. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. I know Ibra was gonna win, but that was my problem. Like, it's okay. He gets his medal, and yeah, I don't care. I have gold.
Yeah, that's. I was going to ask you. I mean, you've won a bunch of overalls and all of their mothers today. I think pretty much of the overalls there is to win. You won them today, the three of them, which is
Yeah.
road, track and road, team plus solo. But the only thing you really wanted, and I'm sure, I think this we all agree. The only thing we really cared, you wanted, like everyone that's been in your position would want that medal in that discipline. That was the goal, right? One discipline
Yeah,
medal to start at least.
that was the main goal. And before today, I thought I would love to play only for overall because of Joe and Miru really trying to get it. So I wasn't confident, but winning first stage and getting second in second one made me in a position where I could play also for inline gold. And yeah, I am happy I finally can get it.
But the same question actually also has the purpose of asking you: are you aware that by crossing the finish line at that moment in that position ahead of Bravo, you won not only inline but three other gold medals this evening?
Yes, I know it. And
Congratulations, Leo! You're the big winner of these World Championships, man.
yeah, I mean, can I say I'm the best player in the world?
You can, you must, you
Well,
must, you must.
I mean, to be fair, you've run one solo. You've run one solo, so
You won
you may as
solo.
well say it.
He won everything. I mean,
But everything, you
road,
may as well say it.
solo
Just say
plus
it.
track, solo plus team, and now inline. Yes, you can say it. Say it. We want to hear it.
Yeah, I am the best player in the world. Yes.
Very, very congratulations, Leo Flandry. What's next for you in the next World Championships? More gold is the objective.
Tour and classics are left, so let's try to get it.
All right, Leo. Truly, I wish you the best of luck because that was one of the greatest moments I had the chance to see as a not just as a spectator but as a commentator as well. It's something you worked so hard for. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations, Leo. You are finally the champion of the world.
Yeah, thank you, and GG to everyone playing that final.
All right, thank you so much for being here, Leo, and I hope to see you more regularly now that you are a world champion by your own merit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leo. Congratulations. All right, Iralissimo Frabo. It
Hi.
is what it is. Fantastic fight, man. It was such an amazing race that you created at so many points. It still wasn't enough, and it's I think the fourth time that you miss out. I'm guessing you're sad, but you still got a silver medal. So, what's the feeling right now?
Thinking how finished 3 years ago, I'm happy.
All right, I think that's a good start to actually think about things positively. Thinking.
Remember 3 years ago, I tried to team play with everyone, and then everyone fucked me.
Yes, I do.
So this year,
But tonight, even missing that small little second there at the end, you did such an amazing performance, man. You kept us all at the edge of our seats. Such a fantastic race, and almost so close. Definitely, I hope you're going to keep trying, right?
yeah, I think yes. But yeah, I hope the game will remain the same because this game is made good, honestly. Maybe less bugs, but
I
the
was talking
mechanics are
about
good.
that during the stream, so I got some news for you actually regarding this. In 2 years, PCM 2025 will have a new game engine, so a lot of things can change.
25.
25, so yes, in 2 years.
Yeah, you've got time on this engine, Frabo. Don't
You've
worry.
got time for one more year of trying to get gold, and then everything probably might change. And maybe, who knows? Maybe the big dog becomes the world champion. God knows.
yeah, parallel universe.
Yes, I like that thinking actually. Parallel universe, the Magneto becomes the champion of the world. Bravo.
Just think of my parallel universe.
Gee, thanks, Swags. No, you're right. You're right. Bravo. At, at the end of the day, it was still a great
Mhm.
final from you. Are you happy with your effort?
What?
It was at the end of the day, it was still a great final from you. So, are you happy with what you did?
Yeah. But it's still you,
It
honestly.
stings, right? It stings a little bit. Hurts a little bit, right?
Mhm. It's quite ridiculous that Iba was here and Iba got a medal, but it's PCM.
Why do you think it was ridiculous before we actually listen to Weaver because we will? Why do you
When I talk about PCM with him, I realized that he doesn't. He has some tips that he still have to know, but somehow he
Everyone does.
he
Well,
passes.
not everyone, but there's a lot of people that can still improve their game. I mean, Everett's like what? There's a second World Championships. I don't expect him to know everything, but I think he ended up fighting for his medal like everyone else. No.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But,
I don't know if you guys get along or not. I don't know if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're indifferent to
the
his
only
medal.
thing I wanted was PCM 3K because I already spent too much for PCM, but I think I should spend more.
Well, you're probably gonna have to spend more, yes. But I think that's part of life. I really do hope that you're proud of your effort. You probably made this final even more awesome than it would have been. Kept us entertained, given your best. I think that silver probably wasn't what you're looking for, but it ended up being at least a reward for such the amazing effort. So congratulations, Bravo. You're the silver medalist.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you so much for being here. And as we move to Ibra, PCM UK from Mighty PCM UK, mighty good friend. Congratulations, Ibra. You got your bronze medal again. That's two this year. It might not look a lot, but it's a lot because you weren't even on the favorites list. At some point, you weren't even racing anymore. How does it feel, man? Welcome.
Hello, thank you. I think this one feels like a good medal. The ITT, I said it that day, and I will say it again. It doesn't mean anything to me because I felt
Why?
like that.
Talk us through it because sadly you couldn't talk to us in that day. So why do you think that?
It's just like it's already passed. I don't want to make drama, but you know already my opinion. I deserved more than bronze, and I don't mind getting beaten by other people unless if it's not their effort that made them beat me. But yeah,
Right.
I talked about being at something like that,
Yep.
but it doesn't matter now. This one, this
This
bronze,
one, talk to us about this one.
it feels good. This one
Because
really feels good.
you weren't just on Tour de Troll or and no disrespect to the competition, it just has an appropriate name to give it as an example. You
Yeah.
weren't in Tour de Troll. You were in the World Championship final with Leo Falandri, Joe Whiteley, Hashi, Miru, and Fravo. What was going through your head, especially on that final stage, because you had some ground to catch up to Joe that wasn't third.
Well, thing about third stage is that it's easy. You know already what to do. Like if you're in good position, you defend that position or you try to even make it better. But if you're fucked and sorry for the word, and in a bad position, you just have to go for it. And I felt like it's gonna be a miscommunication behind, so I just followed the right move. And yeah, talking about what Frabo said about me lacking some knowledge, I think it's true about the first two stages, but he was talking about the third, I think, because I didn't relay. I didn't have to relay. I was fifth.
Oh yeah, we talked about that in the stream so many times that you were playing the game. You had to, I guess.
Yeah, I had no reason to relay, and let's not lie about it. Leo is so good and so stronger than me in mountains that even if he relayed that much, I beat him barely in the sprint. So imagine if I just helped in the mountain, I would finish second or even third.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you. No, yeah, please go.
No.
I was going to ask you because at some point you were battling right now undoubtedly the best player in the world, so he's no longer one of these. Definitely, you were battling the best player of the world at some point, and the only advantage that you could grab to mentally was, I'm guessing, the fact that you didn't had that need to work. So was that all you had? I can do this. This is what I got, and I have to deal with it. What was going through your mind?
Well, I just stayed in the zone. Like it's easy to play when you have nothing to look behind. Like a 2 minutes gap was so big behind, and Frabo and Leo were working together. It's even if it's 3 vs 2 behind, there is no way that they catch us. So it was easy. You just don't drop the wheel. It's not that hard. And even like if they are relaying together, it means that they're gonna keep a constant pace. Like they're not gonna go 73, 75. It's gonna be the same thing. Let's say I think it was at the most of the time 65. So just go on 63, 62 and stay in the wheel. Don't drop the wheel. I think Leo tried to accelerate sometimes to get me out of the wheel, but I was focused. So it's easy to stay in the wheel. Let's not lie. I didn't do like a big thing of winning the stage because I just sucked wheels, but it was what I had to do. But I think the move that I followed is what was great about my last stage. Like I knew that it was the right move to follow. Yeah, I'm really happy for this one. Yeah.
This leads me to two important questions. Well, the first isn't a question; it's just an observation.
Yeah.
How confident you actually look by saying it's just keeping the wheel. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, it isn't. Technically, you're right. It's just we've seen so many people with more experience failing at some point and cracking at that point of following the wheel. So I'm really happy you played really well there. Very smart, very cool, doing what you had to do. So congratulations on your medal. But this leads me to another question.
Yeah.
You said, and correctly, I wanted to get there. I followed the right movements, and in this stage, for the second time, Joe Whiteley, for the second time in the final, also in the other stage before, Joe Whiteley was waiting on a domestique, not following the move, probably paying for it. You were sure that that was the move, that you had to go there?
I mean, a good recon can always help. I reconned and I saw that it's worth to, I think it was called Danielle or something. I marked that, I think that's the only note that I took about the whole 3 stages. I just said at the top of that climb, I'm gonna be with the guy that attacks. Whatever happens, if I'm first, if I'm second, if I'm last in the classification, in that climb, I'm gonna be at the top with the guy that attacks, because I know that the people that are gonna wait are dead. There's no way to come back. I tried that stage, and it's not. If 2 people relay, it's over. Like if you are waiting for a domestic, you're gonna lose 1 minute, 2 minutes. That's what happened, and you have no chance to get back if 2 people are working. No need for me to work, of course. If I need it, I would have. And yeah. And now I feel like I'm relieved, but I was stressing a lot, especially in the first and second stage. I was not playing like myself. I did a wrong protection. People like blamed me about the second stage, but I actually did a wrong protection. I protected the couple guy with the mountain guy. Like I used my leader to protect another rider. I was stressing, so I did like a fast click, and the time that I realized my 82 mountain was destroyed. So I had like 6 riders, but I didn't relay with them until I had full bar back. And it wasn't enough to catch Frabo. GG to him. GG to Leo. He was the best today, and I mean the best the whole World Cup. So yeah, happy for this one. I hope many more to come. Don't think people expected me to be at this level in the World Cup. So yeah, this is Ibra, and next year it's gonna be even stronger. Hopefully also with UK.
Sure.
I think Big Dog is gone, so I was interviewing myself. Thank you, Ibra, for the interview.
Thank you. Now.
Now we're gonna move on.
Wait! I'm here.
What?
I finished the interview myself.
No, don't go. I still have a final question for you. Don't
Yeah.
go. Don't run away. My freaking mic is killing me tonight, but I'm back.
It's like a you problem.
From the yes, from the dead if necessary to finish this broadcast, or my name isn't the biggest of all dogs. Ibra, I don't know if you already know this. I don't think it's sad news. I think it's good news. All good things must come to an end. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the real one, has announced his retirement from football. Are you aware of this as we speak?
Yes, and I take this moment to announce my. No. I was just kidding. No.
Are you ASG? Are you ASG? Are you going to try and become Spanish?
No, never. And I officially quit being French. I don't.
Alright.
I'm not gonna say the reasons, but I want. I don't know where is the podium, but I want my Tunisian flag in the podium. Okay. I have
Alright.
another thing to say.
Shoot.
Another thing to say.
Shoot.
For the haters that said that they didn't have the level, for the people that didn't want me on the podium, I'm not gonna name them. You know already who I'm talking about. Is someone that is muted right now. Okay. I hope you enjoy watching my flag. Okay. Keep looking at it because you're gonna see it a lot next year. But this time you're gonna hear the Tunisian anthem. Okay. Just 1 year.
Alright.
Wait for me. Thank you.
Poignant statement from Ibra. I dig. I like it. Ibra, many congratulations, man. At some point, very early on, I really thought I'm gonna see that guy on the podium of the World Championships one day, and I'm really happy that at least as a scout, I have a living. As a player, I really don't. But hey, I'm top 10 TTR of the world. I can live with that for now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good achievement. Next year, I hope it's gonna be better for you.
Next year, I'm going for the gold at something. Might fail hard. I might fail hard, but who gives a fuck? No one's expecting me to get it anyway.
I believe in you. Okay, so this is a good statement. No trash talking. I want to thank the organization for this whole World Cup. It takes a lot of time, lots of energy, and a lot of people just kept saying shit about the orga and this and that. I think that is stupid. And yeah, even EMEA, like we have our differences, but the effort that you guys put and EMEA in this World Cup, it's just fucking crazy. And yeah, thank you for the World Cup, and please don't let me co-host the next one. Thank you.
In the name of us all, I want to thank you for that. As someone who isn't part of the orga, not at all, very unbiased. I'm part of the orga for those who don't know, but everyone knows. Yeah, I think it's very stupid that these guys just come and criticize these saints of the org. I'm totally not one of them, so I think you're absolutely right, man. These saints, man. Wow.
Bro, if there is a problem, it's UK. Always remember, guys, if it's a problem, it's UK's fault in the mind of everyone.
I mean, I heard rumors say, by rumors I mean everyone and their mom that doesn't like us on Discord in an open public channel, that we conspired for PCM UK to win road and track overall. But those motherfuckers on the PCM IMA cabinet, I'm sorry for the language, but it is what it is, those idiots on the PCM IMA cabinet, namely 2/3 of which are from PCM UK, were actually the ones making sure that Village kept what they rightfully earned on the road, so it was a shame that these guys.
Yeah. About that, just I want you guys to remember this. This what I'm gonna say right now. Next year, you have no chance against UK. Not only in road, but also in track and overall. You will get destroyed. It's not gonna be a battle. I promise you this. I want you to record this. We're gonna destroy everyone. Remember,
we are going to destroy everyone, as PCM UK says, Ibra, and from now, from 1 year from now, we will be here to see if he was right or not. Thank you so much for being here, Ibra. Congrats. Best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
All right, so we now have some real stats, not graffiti ones, real ones, the ones that do not come from some dark alley in PCM Spain. From a Brazilian flag of graffiti's mind, Leo Falandri becomes the third person to be twice road world champion after Davi and Gatomon, the legendary Gatomon. No one knows if he actually won as many times as we think he did. Legend. I love these guys. I mean, we never know, but we believe. And the third person to be twice solo overall world champion after Davi and mighty José Pereira, best PCM world player of all time, in my opinion, and I think most of us think it that way. And I think we're going, before we introduce our final overall classifications, we have can't we do like 4-1 because it's the same one? Well, let's cut to our first podium. Yeah, I know. It's let me guess the order. Yeah, inline, road, track and road, team, and solo. Give me the order. Okay, there we go. I'm awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first of 4 times, I deeply, deeply apologize. Condolences to all of us and to everyone that endures this. For the first of 4 times, we shall rise. Yeah, I'm not seeing the stream, so you'll have to post it here. You know that I'm not watching Twitch due to technical failure, malfunction. Fuck my life. So please post it here. Whatever you're gonna put on stream, post it here first. Thank you. And when you do, I will announce whatever it is that. Okay. We will now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first of 4 times tonight, deepest apologies and condolences, rise to honor our champion, deserving world champion of inline, Leo Falandri. He's the champion of the world. Rise for the French national anthem that I fortunately do not have to hear. That was the French national anthem to honor our champion of the world, Leo Falandri. It's your night, man. Enjoy it. We still have 3 more times to do this, so you better be here with all of us listening to it because it's your anthem, and I'm sure you will be proud. We're going to launch classification for road, as I already talked about inline, and that was the first anthem that we listened. Road overall, Leo Falandri, you are again the champion of the world. 1,298 points, 600 in inline, 502 or 140 in classics, 28 in ITT, and 30 in team time trial. Congratulations, man. It's your night. Joe Whiteley comes second, 10-15, 1,015 points. With the silver medal, and Mighty Hooli Cool's tour winner, surprising us all, showing his skill, and his legendary status is bronze. Bronze medalist, 842 points. Fourth place, Mighty Ibra rises to the occasion, gets the top 5 in the overall world classification, 783 points. The fifth is Miru, 625 points. Then Fravo, Harsh, Alder, Jakub, Aqua, closing top 10. Goga 11th, then Basel ESG, Shadow, Mighty Swags closing top 15 with 333 points. You definitely nailed the number there, Swags, right? Still here? I don't know.
Can you just give me a medal for that then instead as well, kind of additional one?
I'll try and do some corruption things to see if I can get you a medal for this match.
Actually, no, I can come up to myself. Thank you.
Oh, right. You can work on that, so please do. And Daniel Miko, 26 points behind you in 16. Guilherme is 17th, Ghosty 18th. Grootmeister, our sprint world champion, is 19th. And our good friend Yubi is 20th, closing the top 20 with 276 points. And with that said, we will, before we say goodbye to all our friends here, because we will do that, but before we do, we still have 2 more national anthems to honor our champion of the world, Leo Falandri. I don't think we've ever played that many national anthems on the road, and if we did, I don't remember. Okay. Send us the yeah. There we go. We're at the classification, ladies and gentlemen. Three more actually. Rise for the road overall podium. Let's honor our world champion Leo Falandri. Rise for the French national anthem again. All right, we're back again, and yet again we have another Leo Falandri win to announce. The shock, definitely the night of Leo Falandri. I hope he's happy. We have the solo overall solo. If you don't know what it is, and I don't blame you, that would be track and road overall combined classification. It's overall solo, and it's won by Leo Falandri, and it's 1,552 points. Congratulations, Leo! Third medal in a row. We still have one more. Don't go anywhere. We have to give you all your medals. And then Joe Whiteley second, 12-16, 1,216 points. Ghosty, legendary Ghost Man, gets the bronze, 1,173. And then Miru fourth, and John Vino closes in fifth with 932 after a fantastic World Championship in the track for the legendary Frenchman. And then Uli closes sixth, Shadow seventh, Ibra rises to eighth, another great performance by the newcomer to PCM UK. Ninth is Alder, Goga closes the top 10. Prior 11th, Hush 12th, Kingmaker 13th, Groot is 14th, Il Grandissimo Frau is 15th, Daniel Miko is 16th, Basel 17th, our fellow, very well known friend Jakub is 18th. Our former president and friend Aqua is 19th. And Dinley is 20th with 519 points. Let's not pretend he's our friend, though. I'm not really a hypocrite, but I'm sure he's in his way. Probably a good guy somehow. So Dinley closes up 519 points. Congratulations to all of them, but especially to not only our medalists, but our champion of the world of overall solo, Leo Falandri. Please rise yet again, second to last time, for the French national anthem to honor our winner, Leo Falandri, you're the champion of the world. All right, we are back, and the overall solo, the also known as Solo Plus team, the overall of the overalls is yet again won by Leo Falandri with 2,016 points. So, fourth gold medal in one sprint, quote unquote, obviously. Matter of speaking for Leo, so fantastic effort from Leo. Definitely becomes the best player in the world without a shadow of a doubt tonight. And predicted, but good to know that Joe Whiteley takes a medal in this classification for UK, as we talked about earlier in the stream. I'm sure he wanted the gold one, but it's still a great achievement. Joe Whiteley is second with 1,648 points, and then the Ghost Man, not that far away, 60 points behind with 1,588, takes the bronze. Congratulations to them, and especially to Leo again. And I'm already getting almost tired because it's the same sentence, but you definitely deserve to hear it. You are the champion of the world, my friend. And in fourth, familiar face of Miro creeps again, and John Vino rounds top 5 with Ulico 6th, Shadow 7th, Ibra again with a great classification in 8th. Our friend Hershey is 9th, Fryer is 10th, Kingmaker is 11th, Groot is 12th, Aller 13th, Daniel Miko 14th, Pepele 15th, the legend, Denley 16th, Adoc 17th, Mighty George and Swags are 18th and 19th with 901 points and 897 respectively, apologies, and Il Grandissimo Fravo still manages to close in the top 20 after also a great performance this evening with 877 points. And sadly, because all good things really must come to an end, and despite everything, these were some awesome World Championships. For the final time, we have a podium ceremony. Please rise. We are honoring Leo Falandri for the last time. We are honoring our final world champion in the entire competition. Please rise for the French national anthem. You're the champion of the world, Leo. Right, that was the final podium ceremony of our World Championships. Last but not the least, for sure, our final ranking was done. Before we close our stream and say goodbye to everyone, some quick reminders. Obviously, yeah. First of all, please realize that June 8th we will have the new game being released. What this means, the new administrative board will be starting their work by that time as well. Transition will come, and before that, obviously, we will have the prestigious IMA Awards. Hoping to present that gala on June 7th on Discord. Please join us for that. We'll have new tournaments after the new game is launched. Dates will be announced shortly. I can already tell you that there's a tournament being planned by Mighty Hillings. That is going to be an interesting one called Through the Summer. You can check the details later out on Discord, as I'll be announcing that as well. Me or Emea, as usual, in the tournament channel. There's going to be a lot of other stuff. You're going to see the World Tour back with Emea, probably PCM Italian Soap Farm, or another. You're going to see the International Pro League with the Big Dog and Joe Whiteley. You're going to see Dumardi with Captain Blind and Leo and Miko, I think. You're going to see a lot of good stuff coming back, and I hope to see you all there in this journey. These, ladies and gentlemen, were the World Championships. We had an incredible journey as an organization, and we want to thank you all for it. We wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for all of you. Thank you to Hillings and Swagson that were here, by the way. I didn't forget you guys. What an incredible job you guys did. I feel that this stream would have not been the same without you guys helping me out here. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, because with commentators of your level, guys, I feel I'm always like having a blast, not just doing a great work, but so having a lot of fun. And Mea, to you as well, my friend, thank you. Amazing work throughout the entire World Championships.
It's fucking over.
Yes, yes.
Party!
We're free. We're fucking free. And thank you, Ben Young. Thank you, Joseph Whiteley. Thank you, Francisco Grassi. Thank you, Alfonso. You did something, unlike what people think. Thank you,
did,
everyone.
yes.
Thank you, Piero. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Mama. I'm here. I'm famous. The World Championships are over. Congratulations to myself and all of us. Guys, it was quite a ride. Thank you so much for being with us. I'll see you in 1 year, unless I die or you get rid of me or you find someone better. I'll see you all in 1 year. For the final time, I will be closing this stream, but join us on Discord. The party continues there. And on June 7th, on 3 days, we'll have the Anime Awards with myself and maybe Grassi. We'll have some time to join us too, and we'll be announcing our prestigious awards as always. Join us in June 7th on the IMA Discord. Join us right now on the World Championship Discord for some Mickey Mousing, hopefully. Thank you to all. These were an incredible 2 months of official work in front of the cameras and on the server, but from all of us working before that, all of us Orga, thank you so much. And we hope to see you again as an organ something, but hopefully not World Championships, or if World Championships, not anytime soon. So congratulations. I'll see you all in 1 year, hopefully before that on my stream for sure. I hope the four of us and all of the others that joined, thank you to all of them. We meet again soon. Thank you. This was an incredible journey. And I'll see you when I see you. And hopefully that will be in 1 year. Good night.
Yeah.
Right.